Hello guys, welcome to this live stream. FIFA 22 predicts on the midweek games and match day 28. Interesting stuff today. Obviously we had a good announcement, and I'll give you an announcement now because I'll just show you how we're doing with this channel. We are on 903 subs. I can only thank you guys for getting me to this goal. I do truly appreciate it. I got to thank actually my parents. They actually chipped into 2 of the subscribers from yesterday. So they played a big part in me getting to this goal. But 97 now from 1,000. It's mind-blowing. I wish I had like a mind-blowing sound up there. It's unbelievable. So thank you guys so much, but this is the final push. I mean, hopefully shouldn't be the final push. Hopefully we can even grow on from 1,000, obviously. But 1,000 was the goal I said right at the very beginning in my first ever video that I wanted to get to. And we're 97 subs away from that. It's amazing. It's taken me quite a while, but you know what? We don't care how long it took. You know, it's all about the final destination in the end of it, which is to get to that goal. There's so many comments and I will respond to you. I just need to make sure I get the correct list of games because we do have some midweek games as well. So I don't want to miss any out. I've just finished doing the graphics for the review video tomorrow. I've got to watch the highlights and then I'll record my reaction to those games in the morning. So a bit of an inside exclusive actually on how I record these videos. Right, first one, I believe, yeah, first one is Fulham against Birmingham. Once we start that, I'll start reading comments. Got to change the settings just very quickly. There you go. Okay, let's read comments. 6 of you here. Owen, welcome to the stream. Blue Terrier, welcome to the stream. He's asked if Rooney would go to Everton. I personally don't think so. I don't think he'll leave Derby now. He would need a big money offer, and I think Everton can't really afford for that. So for me, no. I'm a bit surprised that Martinez, I should say, has emerged favourite so far. I don't know, but maybe in the future Rooney could be a manager there. Rexy, welcome. Callum, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you, man. I do truly appreciate that. It does make me feel good. Breath of Fan TV, welcome to the stream, also known as Mini Surge. Yeah, Callum's happy with Leeds' performance, and I'm the same. You know, it was quite refreshing for me to see a Leeds side actually not buckle under the pressure and actually take their chances. They could have even scored more, but the fact is they've beaten a really good team away from home, and now they're 9 points off the drop. So they're looking rather safe as it stands. Thank you, Callum, for that. Brentford are talking to Christian Eriksen. I tell you what, it'll be the Danish project if they do get him in. It depends how much of a good relationship he has with Thomas Frank. I think that'll be a good signing if he goes to the Premier League. Well, if he returns at least. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Owen says 1K by the end of February. I'm not sure that might happen, but stranger things have happened. By the way, when is the new season of Stranger Things? I actually need to make a note of that as well. Rexy's reacting to Peterborough 1, Coventry 4. What a response from Coventry. They had a winless run of 7 games, and then they pulled that out of the bag. And it's the first time Peterborough have conceded 4 goals in their home games. So Peterborough are now not looking very reliable, either home or away now. Jacob, welcome to the channel. We were just talking about your team there. Top 3 favourites for the job are Rooney, Duncan, Ferguson, and Lab. I think Ferguson, if he does well with a couple of games, he might get it to the end of the season. Yeah, Jacob was not happy with the performance there. Lequan, welcome to the stream as well. No, but thank you for that. Oh, brilliant save by Rodak. Oh, it's given away, isn't it? No. Oh, a bit of a scrap. I think Birmingham missed a really good chance there. Jed Wallace is coming to Forest, said Lequan Henry. I need to look at that because I have heard reports about it. There were multiple reports actually reporting this one. The transfer show will not be on a Tuesday, sadly. So I wanted to keep Transfer Tuesday, I think, but I've got university on a Tuesday now. So it would have to be... I'm just trying to think. It'll be on a Wednesday, so I'm just trying to think of a cool name for it. But I'll think of something. Neil Nichols saved Huddersfield yesterday. Wow. Well, I'll definitely be looking at the highlights. So it was a 1-1 draw, and of course Sinani taking the lead. But then maybe it sounds like that Swansea deserved their equaliser in the end. The collab with Matsby has more views than your subscribers. Yeah, well, I'm privileged to actually have a video that's quite well viewed. It's not the first time content with me featured has got over 1,000 views. I think it's 1,000 views it's got at the moment. When's the collab with Matt? Well, funny you should say that. I spoke to Matt literally an hour ago, and we're going to record it this week. He said, well, he's given me 2 days this week, and I can't do one of them because I'm in uni for one of those days, and then the other day I'm free. So it'll have to be on the other day that he suggested. It'll take a bit of time, but just be patient because you guys will be playing a part. I want you guys to ask him questions, and eventually, at some point, maybe tomorrow, I'll put a question on a poll round. Maybe I'll announce it on the community tab and Discord to get questions in, and then obviously that'll be half of the video I do with Matt, and it'll be a good second chapter to the interviewing the Championship YouTuber series like I did with Benjamin Bloom last year. Strike and hedge out the future of Leeds United defence. Strujic, I'm really excited to see how it develops. Any FIFA experiment ideas for my channel, especially simulations? You could simulate a whole championship season for 10 years and see the difference. You could see you can potentially simulate teams without a certain nationality. You know, there's so many things you can do with FIFA, which I think is really, really good. There's a lot of things you can experiment through it. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I tell you what, I have been working quite a fair bit today, but not on my dissertation, which I really wish I was doing. I was doing a lot of work on the second channel today. I was finalising the logo for the second channel, and I've officially changed the title of the second channel. It's now called Let's Alexa's Games rather than Shorts. But as like a final tribute to the shorts, I posted one more short which I just could not afford to lose. And oh, it's gone in. It's poor goalkeeping, but Fulham take the lead. Fabio Carvalho, who scored in one of Fulham's 6 goals literally a couple of days ago, has scored again in this game. It's not one of his better goals. Keeper should do better, but it's a great goal. 1-0 Fulham. Okay, what was I going to say? So, you might notice there is significantly less content on my channel now, because what I'm doing is that I'm moving every gaming video I've ever done and re-uploading it to my second channel. And it means for a good, at the moment I've got a good 3 weeks worth of daily content that will be coming on that channel. It will be re-uploaded, so you'd have seen these videos before, but it's like a bit of a countdown to when the channel's going to be working properly. You know, obviously when we get 1,000 subs, gaming content will be completely fresh and new from this channel. I am still having the question whether I want to continue the career mode on the second channel, or if I'm still going to do on the first channel and still naturally just do it over time, or to even do it on Twitch and do the VOD on my second channel. So there's a lot of decisions I've got to make in the next couple of days. Always a chance for Fulham to make it 2. Oh, it's taking too long. Neeskens Cabano. He has scored in the end. He couldn't miss this one. It's Neeskens Cabano, second goal for Fulham in the 68th minute. They're ripping through their defences. I mean, they've scored an unbelievable amount of goals. They've got a plus 43 goal difference, which says everything about Fulham. They're 2-0 up. Sorry, I was explaining stuff, but I need to read comments. Do you want to do a collab together? When I have time, I most certainly will. It's going to be quite hectic because university's starting literally a couple of days' time. So my schedule's going to be very tight, especially if I'm working a part-time job on top of that and trying to keep this up as well. So it's going to be a stressful 3-4 months or so, which I'm already mentally preparing for. But when the time is right, we can get something done for sure. Alex had Antonio's. Oh, he had Antonio on toast, Strujic. Well, yeah, well, I'm really excited to see how he develops, as I said. We were unlucky with that 1-1 draw. Well, that's very contrasting views, because Blue Terrier said we were lucky for the draw, and now Thunderball, you're saying that you were unlucky to get the draw. So I'm definitely going to have my make my mind with the stats, and I'll look at the highlight reel later on as well. So I'll make my mind up on which team may have deserved to win, if any. Derby apparently have till midday on the 1st of February to get a new owner and prove they can cope financially for the rest of the season, otherwise they're gone. Yeah, that is really concerning, because it was really shocking, you know, to hear that they could get liquidated within a matter of weeks. But then, you know, with the rules, you know, they can't just float around like this and not being able to hold on to debts for that long. They've got to pay for those debts. They've got to really finance and be a proper football club. And if they can't pay for it and they can't find a successful buyer, they're screwed. And Derby could be out of existence, which is such a shame, because on the pitch, they're doing well. They really, really are. And at this point, you know, you just wonder, why is it taking so long for an appropriate buyer? You know, clearly, I think there's many debts that Mel Morris has built up over the years, and I think that is probably been the biggest point that have turned people away. But whoever goes in, if anyone goes in, it has to be someone who's committed to just keeping the club alive. You know, at this point, you know, you've got to forget about the debts. You've got to have someone who's willing to almost put themselves at risk as being an investor, but just try and visualize long-term success with it. So I don't know, it's just isn't Derby County for me are just an asset that's already just constantly depreciating in value, and that is a huge issue when you're trying to be an attractive proposition for someone to buy you. It's such a sad story what's going on, but I really hold hope for their fans and for the whole club that they can find someone. You know, I don't really have any rivalries, obviously, with the Midlands area, but I hate seeing football clubs get liquidated or any of that sort, especially from mismanagement from the top. So I really hope for Derby's sake that they sort it out. You should have seen the Forest games at Lecon, Henry. I mean, I saw a lot of shots going around in this game, and then obviously last minute, 91st minute, Lewis grabbing, and I want to see the celebrations for that. When season 2 episode 1 coming on YouTube? Well, I want to say this week, but I can't promise that, unfortunately, because I'm just so busy now. So it's really going to depend how my workload is. If I'm not behind in my uni and I've got my dissertation way on top, I'll do it. But it's really down to that, because that's when I've got to really try and prioritize things that are important. Honeygan, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. I do truly appreciate that. This really could be the last season of Darlene. Yeah, it really could. And I really hope it's not that. I really hope it's not that. Marcus Evans would be a good option for Derby, but it looks like he's coming to us. Well, honestly, I don't get it. I really don't get Marcus Evans' motivation here. Right now, just take anyone who could financially support them. You know, whilst Mike Ashley's a bit, you know, of a running joke, obviously, for what he did to Newcastle, if he can sort things out and be committed to Derby, he could be a masterstroke at this time, because financially he's got a lot of power. He's offside John Fleck. He's got a lot of financial power, so it can help. You know, for a championship team, I think Mike Ashley can do well. You know, for 2 seasons he was in the championship with Newcastle, we got them first place and didn't finish anywhere lower. Hi, Alice, can you add me to the prediction league as it seems as the pro people never been added to the new divisions? I have added you. I definitely have added you. You need to look at League 1, Spencer Collects. I've most definitely done that. I mean, you need to actually check my latest community post, guys, because that is my updated standings for the Lex Selectors Football Prediction League. Now, I'm trying to load it. I don't know why my phone's taking forever to load. And Preston have just broken the deadlock. 17 minutes in. Samuel Reese, I believe. Yes, it is. How many words I've got left? Oh, thousands. But a dissertation is so long. It takes a long time to get things sorted. Right. Where are you, Football Collects? You're there somewhere. Oh, Spencer Collects. Yeah. Spencer Collects, you are 15th place in League 1 at the moment. I just checked that, and yeah, you are right there. I would do a career mode, but I have an equal difficulty. That's right for me. Yeah. I'm not saying actually he did well with Newcastle, but he was definitely not as bad as some people said he was. Yeah, that's the question. Right. I'll give you guys 2 seconds. Right, so I've been offered FM21 basically. That's why I was needed. Good save, by the way, by Everton there. So yeah, I was just offered FM21 by just someone who's clearly selling it. I still can't find myself on League 1. You're definitely there. Look at the latest post and look at 15th place. You're just above Gamer Guy Ethan, I believe. I've definitely seen you. You're 15th. Gamer Guy Ethan 70th place in League 1. Trust me, I do make sure I check through these leagues thoroughly. I do feel so guilty if I do make any errors. And so far, if I've done it right accordingly and mathematically, I've not made any mistakes in the moment, which is why it takes me such a long time to even get those things sorted, to be honest. I was meant to click go to channel. Oh. But yeah, you're definitely there, Spencer Colette. You're definitely around. I think everyone who's participated has been around at some point. Thanks for the 8 of you watching, by the way. 6 likes at the moment. If you've not hit the like button for the stream, please do hit the like button. It does tremendously help the future of the channel. If you've not hit the subscribe button either, we are really getting close to 1,000 subscribers. So if we can get there, that would be absolutely incredible. And you guys have been absolutely amazing, especially the ones who've seen me a good couple of years now. You would have seen a real change of this channel, and it really took me back when I've looked at all these gaming channels, and you know, you're going to see in the re-uploads how much of a change you're going to see. So just to announce something, starting from today, you're going to get daily content from the second channel, Lex Alexis Games. But they're re-uploads of gaming videos. It could be gaming streams or gaming videos. Anything that's related to games is going to be uploaded on that channel. Which is why we're missing some content on the main channel. But that means it's going to be... Oh my goodness me. There's a lot of people shouting at the moment. I don't know why. Sorry about that. What was I going to say? You have video in League 1, you have to tap on it to zoom out. Ah, yeah. So if you're seeing it in preview mode, yeah, you have to tap it. Keep liking. Thank you guys so much. Please continue. Yeah. No, don't worry. It's fine. Had a good 2 weekend. 2 predictions correct. You got 11 points, Owen. And in fact, a lot of you had a great weekend, actually, which really sucks for me because I really had a bad weekend. I had 1 correct score, but I only had 3 correct outcomes. So I didn't do too well there, and it's risky when you're predicting so many wins. I've only predicted 2 draws, and I think we had... How many draws did we have? 3, maybe even, yeah, we had around 3 draws. But so actually, it wasn't too bad, but obviously not getting the right outcome. But yeah, daily content for the second channel. I think up to the first week of February at the moment, you've got daily content. I still need to finish downloading some videos, making sure that they are processed again. In fact, one's just finished processing now, so I might just quickly upload that whilst we're doing this. So the beauty of multitasking there. Right, this is the right channel, so I've got to upload this. So all the Fall Guys, Among Us's, the GeoGuessrs, all the career modes, including the Preston one, including the Bristol City one, all of those will be there. And what order they're released in? Well, that's what you've got to find out. So I've done it literally in a random order, but I do want some sort of structure going into it too. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy it. What I'm currently doing at the moment is that I'm just downloading the thumbnail for that specific video that I want to publish now. So yeah, up to the 7th of February, I've got content that is on its way. Now I'm just doing the video that's going to be released on the 8th. I saw the re-upload when you phoned your Spurs mate. Yeah, honestly, because I was getting rid of my FIFA predictions, FIFA predicting FIFA 21, because I just didn't see the point of it. I didn't start it from right at the beginning. It was started like halfway through the season, and I just didn't see it being a purpose on my channel. So I was planning to get rid of it, but then as I was getting rid of the videos and deleting them permanently, there was only like a split second where I thought, hang on, we can't get rid of the moment where I called my mate. So I found which stream it was, downloaded it, managed to clip the video, and then that was my final short. And I thought that was a good way to announce to you guys that from now on, we're going to get gaming stuff rather than shorts. Brentford Fan TV, well done, brilliant work, 120. I can remember when I got 120 as well. It was a really good landmark. Honestly, just keep going. That's literally the best thing you could do. Just keep going. This is actually the most difficult part of it. I find that since I hit like a certain number of subscribers, you get like one or a couple subscribers daily now. When you hit that, you know, your channel's going to go even better. And what a brilliant team goal that was. That's probably one of the best goals I've seen on FIFA in recent years. Brilliantly worked, and it is Alan Brown who scored. Sheffield United are in the mud. They did not do well against Derby, and this will be back-to-back 2-0 defeats as it stands. Yeah, you did get... Did I add your predictions? Did you leave your predictions on my predictions video, Rexy? I'm just double checking now because I don't remember writing your predictions on my thing. Unless you... Well, because, hang on, let me just check. I don't know if you did, which is a shame because if that's the case, you would have got a load of points. You would have got more than me, that's for certain. Yep, that's it. Okay, so 87 minutes. It sounds like it's going to be 2-0 to Preston. So, yeah, well, as we're doing this, I'm now currently multitasking, trying to upload the next video of the thing. Now, the annoying thing is that I've got to go into so many different tabs to even get it sorted. I don't know why it's not working so well now. Should be full time around now. There we go, that's the full-time whistle. So according to FIFA, this game will end Preston 2, Sheffield United 0. I've still not found the video. Right, I might actually just do the stream. Well, I might just do the next game now. Hang on a minute. Right, that's Tuesday's games now. Now it is... now it's... what do you call it? It's Wednesday's games. What is next? Oh, for goodness sake. Why is it so complicated? Right. Hull Blackburn? Yeah, Hull versus Blackburn is next. Hull versus Blackburn. There we go. Okay. As much as I love commenting on your streams, I would love for the career mode you edit it down to a short video with highlights. Yeah, well, honestly, that's just that. Unfortunately, I can't, because that would take me way too long. Unfortunately, you know, you might think, you know, it shouldn't take too long, but once again, I am pretty much looking at a good. I can't even tell you the amount of hours of footage I'm going to go over, and to make highlights, it's really going to be too difficult. If I had not had uni, then maybe I might have had the time to do it, but you know, I've got to make sure I tailor my time carefully. So I don't know. I mean, what could happen is that people could timestamp specific moments. That's what I see a lot of in streams. You know, there's like one or couple of commenters that timestamp specific moments that people always come to see for. So I don't know if that can happen. That can happen. And what a goal that was by Blackburn. They are really doing so well so far, Blackburn. Honestly, their goal difference from Bournemouth is not that much now, and they're on the same amount of points as well. Question 1, Birmingham City correct. Yeah, you did get that correct. That was a good prediction there. Right, I tell you what, I really want to try and do Season 2 of Colchester Career Mode as soon as I can, but realistically it's going to be so difficult for me to do very, very early on. Right, where is it? Where's the videos? Right, it's going to be a bit further on. I'm just looking for the thumbnail for the next video I'm uploading on my shorts. Well, it's not my shorts channel anymore, it's my gaming channel, but yeah, I've got at least 15, maybe even 16 videos all scheduled at the moment, and that's what I am currently doing now. I'm just multitasking. Yeah, I forgot what a JPEG was for a minute. So I need this, and I need to add that. Why is everyone so bloody loud today? Honestly, it's pissing me off a little bit. Come on. My family have just not gone... Well, they do know the memo of me going live, but they don't know to be quiet. But they've really have not been quiet today, which has been a bit annoying. I can't blame them. They're the reason I've got 900 subscribers in the first place. Right. I'll look at comments very, very quickly. I tell you what, there was a lot of really big moments there. I think the biggest thing I'm going to take from that weekend of games was the amount of last-minute goals we had was ridiculous. But just all for the drama, and it really typifies what the championship is all about. The amount of last-minute goals we had that just completely changed the course of the season. Have I done the right thumbnail there? I might have done the incorrect thumbnail. Hang on. Oh, for goodness sake, Alex. Don't be a tit. You're on 65. Well done, Dixtino. That's a good number for you to be on at the moment. You're predicting 5-0 for Blackburn against Hull. They didn't do too well against Stoke. One sub away from 70. Oh, that's the number of subs you were on. Oh, I didn't. Was that really on that? Or are you on 169 or 269? I don't know. Harrott scored for Port Vale. Yes, he did. He's doing well, Harrott. So, Kean Harrott, what a signing that was. And I hope to potentially use him for next season. Have a number of people just subscribed to the channel, which I have no idea about. My Streamlabs is going absolutely... okay. Wait, so what on earth has happened here? So it's saying that I've gained subs, but according to YouTube, I'm on 901. What a goal. Okay. So right now, guys, according to YouTube, I'm dangerous. I'm in danger for falling below 900 now, because now I'm on 900. And do you know what I'm going to do? Just to not even put it off, I'm not even going to include the subscriber goal. It always gives me a heart attack when I see the subscriber goal. But we've just lost 2 subscribers, unfortunately. And Streamlabs told me I got... How many did Streamlabs tell me? Well, no. So, apparently 1, 2, 3, 4 had subscribed. But clearly they have not. What on earth has happened here? I'm so confused. What's happened? Alright, we're back with 9:02. We're back to 9:02. Oh, is it half time? Yeah, it's half time. Right, 1-0 Blackburn. What on earth has happened here? I think my YouTube has literally just almost glitched out. That's my only explanation. Right, I've got to click that actually. Oh, it's so unhelpful when I don't have a mouse in the computer. I don't know what they're talking about, but they keep shouting and it's really annoying me. I have a feeling I've put the wrong thumbnail, which is not great. I'm almost certain I've put the wrong thumbnail there. Oh, it's 2-0. Right, well, I've completely missed another goal. What's happened here? So it's a header. Wait, was it? Oh, no, it was 2-0. Wait, I've just completely forgotten the scoreline there. Oh, what an idiot. I am literally not even focused. They were my 6 accounts who unsubscribed. Your 6 accounts unsubscribed? Were they really? I went to my friend's house for the birthday party yesterday. Oh, that sounds cool. Tell me how it, if you had fun there. Leeds want Jason Knight. Well, a bit high in demand with, what you call it, Derby at the moment. But if any big players go from Derby, it would almost be the final nail in the coffin. Right, Hull have got a chance to get back into this. They've just scored, 1. Right, well, Josh McGuinness has scored, and that's unrealistic because I believe he's now at Wigan Athletic. Josh McGuinness. He's definitely made a move to League One. Might not have been Wigan, but I'm pretty sure he has moved to Wigan. God, the fact that McGuinness is now getting a move to the Championship. We had so much fun. Well, good. That's why I'm glad to hear that. Right. Yes, I've downloaded the wrong thumbnail. Brilliant work, Alex. You had one job. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to download this one now. Okay, I don't need to see Josh McGuinness' stats. We know how good he can be. And unfortunately this year he's just not been good. Yeah, I've literally just downloaded the same thumbnail twice. Brilliant work, Alex. Only I could do that. And in fact, actually, I might be able to salvage this. I'm going to quickly do something that might work. Oh, no. Oh, don't be an idiot. I'm raging to myself because, I'm just trying to keep calm. Hang on. That can save me a lot of time. Right, I'm sorry if I'm not responding to you guys a lot. I'm just multitasking at the moment. Scott High was dreadful yesterday. Once again, I definitely need to look at performances, and I'll definitely won't be holding back if anyone doesn't pull in a good shift. Right, there we go. Now the right thumbnail. Now the title. So that's the title. Got to put re-uploaded there. Uploaded. There we go. I can't even count now. Episode 6. Gives you a little bit of a clue what I might be doing. This video or series in particular, or gaming series, has got up to 6 episodes, so not many go for that long, so you might have a good idea what I am editing at the moment. Now I was just remembering, I think this one's for the 8th of February. Gotta do a reasonable time. Oh, by the way, all these videos as well will be released on the same time of day as well. Not the one I released today, which was a midday one. I don't know why. I thought releasing a midday one was a good idea. But all the gaming ones will be released at the same time every day. So at the moment, I'm just going to count the amount I've got queued. One of them is still processing, but I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 videos currently scheduled, and 2 of them are being processed as we speak. And as we talk, Blackburn have just got a third. I think it's game over. Of course, it's Ben Brereton Diaz. That's 3-1 to Blackburn. Paul McIroo set to sign for Forest. Heard the name. I definitely need to look into how good this guy is. Okay, what's I going to do? So I need to process one of, because one thing I've noticed as well, some videos naturally download themselves as an MP4 file, which saves so much time, but some, for some strange reason, just don't want to download to an MP4, which means you have to take it through to the editing software to try and get them converted yourself, which just takes a lot more time to do. So the trials and errors that you have to do when you're doing stuff like this. Right, I need to remember, what was it called? So that was episode 6, so now I need episode 7 of this one, and yeah, that would work. But by the way, guys, let me know what you've been doing this weekend. More views on the championship games, do let me know. Ooh, I tell you what, that's an ambitious effort, but good save. And I think that might be the full-time whistle, and if Blackburn win this one, they'll be looking very, very favourable to be going right up there in the table. Right, this is the next one I've got to download. Render that. I'm just going to literally call it something generic. And render. There we go. So, now that's rendering, I can now talk to you guys and just not get sidetracked. Right, so according to FIFA 22, this will end Hull 1, Blackburn 3. I can't even remember what's next. So next is Reading Luton. So that's the other midweek game. Oh my goodness me. Do Reading need to win right now? They likewise with Derby. They have just been in absolute turmoil just outside of the football pitch. They really have been. Some teams this season have really fallen apart to the pressure. And Reading's another one of those examples. You know, they're getting a points deduction, and it doesn't get much better from that. Right, got to make sure I keep that there just in case it doesn't process properly. There we go. Joy says the Rams are staying up. Well, they'll stay up if they can potentially find a bidder. They're now not rock bottom of the table anymore. Barnsley are now rock bottom, which says a lot about them. It's quite embarrassing that a team that have been deducted 21 points have been able to catch up to a team like that. So it's not great for Barnsley, isn't it? They really have been a really dire team this season, and they would need a miracle, even more than a Gerard Struber miracle, if they're going to survive this one for me. But for Derby's sake, they have a chance, but they're going to have to keep consistent. I mean, what I will say, what's impressive about Derby, only the top 3 have lost more games than Derby, less games than Derby this season. And if you combine their points together, I think they get around 13th place, you know, and they would be much higher if they didn't draw so many games. Alan Pardew to Reading, I don't think he would be the guy who can fix it, but I can understand the link. It'll be a bit of a sentimental appointment, I would think. I'd rather go down and find an owner. I'm really worried if my team will even be a team. Well, yeah, well, honestly, the most important thing is finding an owner that can even give you some backing. You know, even if it's an owner that can finance temporarily, it'll keep Derby alive. And, you know, if it's not long term, then they can try and find someone else for long term. You know, it's been such a difficult procedure, and I think what's happened is that I think Mel Morris is definitely not being looked at a good light there, and for good reason as well. I think what he's done, he's really, oh my god, that would have been a great goal if that came in. he's really put Derby in such a really tough financial situation and has gambled on their chances going up by spending excessive money and getting excessive players on excessive wages, that now, with the scraps he's got this season, he can not even get anywhere near, pay, nearly enough of the players. And that's going to affect other facilities around them as well. And of course, they've hold debts as well. And potentially, the reason for deduction, if they're potentially manipulating accounting results, it's likely that there's probably even more debts that are even documented that Derby have right now, which is probably another big reason why investors don't want to go in. There's a bit of uncertainty for where Derby are financially. If there's no certainty of what they need, then investors aren't going to gamble on that. So it's such a really bad situation. And I think the manipulation has definitely made things worse and less attractive for outside investors to purchase the club. It's so sad. I really hope Derby get out of it, though. So Rex is predicting 3-0 to Luton. That's a big result. Who do I support, says Austin. And good question. So I support Chelsea as my Premier League team. My dad supported them. A couple of my family support them as well. In terms of my EFL team, I support Colchester because I'm an Essex lad. So I support the only Essex team in existence in the EFL. And for my local team, I support Chelmsford City as well because I live in Chelmsford. They're in the 6th tier of English football at the moment. Currently in a low league position at the moment, although they actually have put on a really good winning streak together. We're finding it hard to find an owner because all the claims of Middlesbrough and Wycombe are making. Yeah, that's also true. I think the tension there as well. You only need an ounce of controversy and you need an ounce of manipulation, of fragmentation, of documentation to really put investors off. They probably do not want to fight a legal battle right now. So the fact that, Derby are really, really that deep rooted in terms of their problems, it's really not going to, how can I say it? Derby really need a miracle. And it's hard for me to say that because Derby should be a really attractive club. But unfortunately, Mel Morris has turned that club into a cesspit to work with. Our chairman, Dean Hoyle, in October had 3 days to find too many, otherwise we would have gone to administration. Well, he did find a way. So what I'm hoping is that when the time goes close, they'll eventually find a way. Wayne Rooney has definitely made it clear that they need help. And I would hope that clubs can react and just at least try and give Derby some support. I heard might pay the 46 million compensation to Middlesbrough and the 6 million to Wycombe. I mean, if he's willing to do that and he can take Derby over, then amazing. But obviously things are not, these sort of things don't happen overnight. You only need to look how long Newcastle's take over, took in terms to get everything finalised and legalised. The thing that makes me sad is that the players are giving, yes, they are. They're responding well on the pitch, but off the pitch, they're an absolute disaster. They really, really are. So it is a shame, and I hope that they do get out of it because historically as well, not even just from the performance now, but even historically, Derby have been such a famous club. We've praised the likes of Bury winning quite a few things, but right now, Derby as a club, one of the most coveted clubs in the East Midlands, and it'll be such a shame to see them go. You may be surprised. Yeah, there could be Forest fans that want Derby to survive as well. Because whilst there is a hate relationship, in terms of the rivalry and the derbies, but at the same time, if they were put in their shoes, no one could ever wish to go through what Derby are going through. So anyone who likes football should be supporting Derby out of this. I'm actually really, I've got a sore throat from that, and I hope I don't get it for a lot of the street. Oh, what a save by Sluga. Jesus. Yeah, so if I'm going back... I think the video's just being processed. Yes, so one of the videos has just finished processing on the Shorts channel. I now need to get rid of that on my main channel because that is going to be soon shown on the second channel. Just like so. The videos are just going down and down, but at the same time, you know, I just had a lot of deadwood there that didn't need to be there anymore, especially a lot of the gaming stuff, which I can just easily transport to my second channel. Right, so the next one's being edited now. So after that one, I can then just simply download them normally, I think. Yes, I can. In fact, that's very helpful with that being the case. So that's for the 8th of February. One of them is still processing. I mean, it's one very long stream that's still processing that I since I've posted it about good 2 hours ago. You're doing Reading versus Luton where where we're playing Reading next. Did they say I don't think they postponed any dates, haven't they? I don't think so. But the thing is, the reason I'm doing Reading and Luton is it's a midweek game. You know, that's one that's been confirmed so far. 8 p.m. Wednesday 19th. That's why I'm doing it. I mean, weekend you play Reading, I believe. I could double check that actually. What do Huddersfield play? So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Reading, Huddersfield. Yeah, so Reading actually play midweek against Luton. Obviously, Reading was one of the teams that was very struck with COVID. So that's why they're playing their midweek games now. And then obviously in the weekend, they're going to go back to their normal routine and play Huddersfield, of course. The thing that makes me sad is that all the staff and players are letting it phase them. And all of their fans are giving them a row and saying we had to know. Yeah. The owner gambled too much, and that is what really makes my skin crawl for when I see news things about what Steve Gibson is planning with Middlesbrough, what I've forgotten who the new owner is for Bristol City now, but the fact that they're willing to take a points deduction potentially for breaking the FFP and will get a points deduction next season rather than selling players. I mean, why would you even gamble your position in the league? You know, if you lose key players, invest in youth and potentially, you know, even if you can't make any signings and you put under an embargo, just literally invest in youth. You'd much rather invest actual players rather than taking the points deduction and having potentially the same players, which you can still lose them in the end of it as well. Right, so that ended 0-0. We are going to do Huddersfield and Reading at some point. So next, we've now made it to the weekend's game. So now we've got the seven-side derby, Bristol City, and they play against Cardiff City. Always a good game, the seven-side derby. Who got the win last time? I think, was it Cardiff? I think it may have been. Do you think there'll be a fire sale at Derby at the end of the transfer window to generate funds to save the league? Well, they've got to do something. They can't just hold around, final day and still not have any progression. You would hope by this week, maybe even next week, that they've got more clarity on who's going to be taking them on. That's what I would hope. If they're gambling on a future on a very famous club on their hands. Derby fans are going to be worried sick if they don't get any updates, until near the day of when the EFL demands, the players or the club to find an owner. And you see, people will blame the EFL, which I get, sometimes it takes forever to do these things. But at the same time, where's the support elsewhere? A lot of other people can step in and support. For me, I don't think enough people supported Bury when they were, what a bit of skill that is. Oh, but an incredible tackle in the end. Kiefer Moore nearly scored a wonder goal. Who gambled too much? Mel Morris, the owner, just gambled too much. But in terms of people who are gambling nowadays, Steve Gibson with the Balogun transfer, which I will talk about in my next transfer show, is a bit risky. And also what I just said about Bristol City. Does anyone know how much Shinnie went for Wigan for? Oh, that's a good question. I'm actually not too sure. Although no, Owens just responded, 30k. Wow, really for a player that, yeah, we'll take Sibley for 200k. Well, at this point, unfortunately, oh, what a save. Unfortunately, you're going to have really good priced assets, but because Derby are desperate for money, they would honestly, the bidders can take a good advantage and not being able to pay necessarily the players' valuation. So it's so sad how desperate Derby are to try and get as many scraps as they can to survive. You mean you're going to start vlogs? That would actually be really fun for your channel. Brentford Fan TV saying we're playing Man United in midweek. Well, Brentford and Man United, their form's not been great at the moment. So I'll be interested to see who gets the result. Maybe performance-wise, Man United being a bit better. But you just don't know. You really don't know with Man United sometimes. Oh, yeah, fair enough. The EFL should have to do a fit and proper test of every owner at the start of every season. They really should, because it's really going to prevent situations like this. We've had so many scenarios of teams getting deductions because they've got owners and they've got policies that just try and evade the rules. Now, I'm not saying the Premier League clubs are probably, don't do the same either. But the problem is, well, the advantage they have, they've got owners that can buy themselves out of it. But with Championship clubs, they don't have that money, and then naturally they get a really big fine or sacrifice for that. Ray Dean, welcome to the stream. If you are a new viewer, Ray Dean, everyone do make sure you do give Ray a warm welcome to the stream. We always make sure we welcome all of our new viewers to the stream. That's the point. Man United are very inconsistent, but that's why it's so difficult to predict what Man United are going to do. You can generically tell within the opening 10-20 minutes what Man United side you're going to get. You're either going to get the Man United side that looks disinterested and is not pressing, or you're going to get the high-intensity Man United side, which they'll look good going forward, but not necessarily will be able to tracking their players down very, very well. Right, I actually need to respond to Matt. I'll do that after the stream, actually. He could wait. Right, thanks for the 8 of you watching. How are we doing with the stream so far? I've not actually checked stats because I've been multitasking doing other editing. We are on 11 likes so far. If we can get to 15 likes, guys, that'll be absolutely amazing. Now, we're back up to 903 subscribers again. So, the stream's been moving around a little bit with subscribers, obviously. But if you have not hit the subscribe... Oh, good defending there. Have they still got a corner? It's been the 45th minute for nearly 2 minutes. They need to blow the whistle. Good defending, and that's half time. So yeah, if you've not hit the red subscribe button, guys, please do make sure that you do consider it, because we're 903 and the biggest goal for the channel is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And the fact we're only 97 away now is absolutely amazing. So if you guys have not hit the red subscribe button, please do so, and please share the channel as well, because that is how we're going to increase our community. Man United could have done with Conte. I completely agree with you. With all 15 days left in the January transfer window, 15 days, yeah, 16 days until February 1st when funds have to be handed in. Well, Derby can prioritise on that. They're placed under an embargo. You know, they cannot sign players. So they really got their hands tied in January. So what they got to do now is use those 15 days, those 2 weeks, to see if they can find an appropriate bidder. That's literally what they got to do. Chance for Bristol City. It's a bit of a fluky goal. It deflects past the reach of Alex Smithies. It is Matty James with the goal for Bristol City. And they are 1-0 up against Cardiff at Ashton Gate as well. Valverde to Everton. I mean, I tell you what, I would not be too shocked, because their owner can afford it, but I don't see him as a very inspiring appointment. You know, if he's supposed to be long-term at Everton, blimey, I don't really see him being inspiring whatsoever. I've got to be honest. Right, so this is game 5 at the moment, but we still got 11 games after this. So actually, this stream is actually probably going to be quite on the long side, which I don't mind. It means more time for me to be talking to you guys. It'll be interesting to see Valverde in the Premier League, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he'll be an inspiring manager. And for someone like Everton, who knows what Everton need, to be honest. We've been confident with Ancelotti. Didn't really produce under... Well, never really got going with Benitez either. They really have been... I just don't know with Everton, because I think... with the money that got in, it does remind me a bit of Queen's Park Rangers. They got so many individual talented players, but they can't ever play as a team. They lack an identity. And when you lack an identity and you're supposed to be a really good competitive team, that's a really big problem. Well booted away. Oh, God, I'm so tired today. I've literally just been sitting down on this chair all day, and I don't know why I'm yawning my head off. I didn't even have a late night last night. That might not be entirely true, but it wasn't even that late, to be honest. 97 subs, and then we get the Premier League Prediction League, BENHD COLLAB, the 5-a-side football game, and the gaming channel. Is that all of them? That might be all of the things I have promised. Yeah, I think that's about right. How long of uni have you got left? Right, good question. So, uni... I finish attending lectures and seminars on the last week, in fact, middle of April. But in terms of handing work in, final week of April. Pretty much, and I think I remember this as well, it's pretty much the last 2 game weeks of the season where I am completely free. I was able to do that watch along on the final day, because I had absolutely nothing on. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case this year, unfortunately, because if it is a Saturday, I do have work on a Saturday, and I have applied for more hours on the Saturday as well. Yeah, the 5-a-side football game. Yeah. That's what Owen was alluding to, which I have got. And if you're wondering, good save. If you were wondering, you know the guy who I trolled on the phone on the shorts today? Keep your eye on how he plays football, because he's the captain of the team I was in. I'm not going to give any more things away of who was involved. You know, you've got the likes of Paul that's involved. You've got, his name's Callum. So... you know, he's the captain, you know, the Spurs fan. He's involved. Got a couple of people involved as well. There's also a bit of a surprise as well who's involved as well. But which one? Someone who was an actual surprise to actually go into the team, because we weren't supposed to have him originally. But one team member pulled out in the last minute and we had to get him in. Thunderbolts request for mod. I could do this now. I mean, to be honest, mods is just something that I just tend to do randomly. I'm going to do a final day watch along, so feel free to subscribe and better on. Yeah. No, that's good. I need to check. When is the final day? It's the first week of May, which I'm pretty sure I do know about, because by then I should, you know, have no work left. I've got part-time. Oh, I tell you what, that's a close chance by Bakuna there. I still have part-time work, but uni work should be all gone by then, which is very exciting to me. But this might be bad news to you, but good news for me in my career. I am thinking of doing an extra year in uni, not because I'm behind, but because I am going to apply for a master's degree, which is very terrifying. You know, I don't even know if I know anyone, you know. This is something I'm going to ask BENHD eventually when I can collab him, whether he's doing a master's this year, because I'll be very interested to know. Do I have line-up graphics and score graphics? I don't, but the original video I'm going to take the footage from, Callum actually made scoreline graphics and line-up graphics himself. So he's actually done the work for me, which makes my job so much easier. So much easier. Right, according to FIFA, this will end Bristol City 1, Cardiff 0. So, yes, he has been involved with that, and yeah, that's definitely going to help. Right. Well, Forest Derby. It'll be incredibly emotional if this is the last one we're going to have of these. I really hope not. We had I remember the reverse fixture of this as well. This was a classic. It was a 1-1 draw, I believe. Ronald Koeman to Everton again? Nah, not a chance for me. I don't think so. I think they'll get Duncan Ferguson in for till the end of the season. That's what I can see happening. Unless someone really good appears on the radar and expresses an interest. Ooh, sorry, got to do a quick stretch here. Oh. You know you're stiff when you lean back and you can hear your back crack as well. Jeez. I also need to go to the gym as well. But yeah, this final year is going to be so interesting. I mean, a couple of days, I'm going to see Jack again. I'm going to see all the people from the Among Us group again in uni, of course. And we've got a really good plan how we're going to ace the final year. I'm still waiting for a couple of results of my last year's work, actually. So hopefully they should come in the next couple of days as well. And yeah, whilst I do that, I'll be trying to do as much as I can for the channel, because I do know content now is very crucial to make my channel grow to the 1,000 mark. You know, it might be me with a negative mindset. I just don't see my channel growing enough until I can get a full swing of things, and that'll be after April, when uni's done, because when it's going to get tough in terms of deadlines and obviously assignment work, I'm going to spend all the time on that. Will you be doing predictions for the midweek games? Yes, tomorrow in my review video we'll be getting the predictions from there. That's when we tend to do, and I have a feeling not many people know that, but reviews videos as well, it doesn't necessarily mean we don't have predictions as well. I do mostly include the title midweek predictions as well. We've got 4 games to predict in midweek, actually. Are you doing Huddersfield and Reading? Yes. Lequan, oh, you're talking about the Among Us. We see, the thing is, it's just a lot of the gaming stuff, you get lost in that moment. And when it's live, you can't really bleep things out. Like, one of my Call of Duty challenges, there was a lot of cussing, but because it was recorded, I was able to bleep all of that out. Will they go to the league? Yes, of course. It's a championship game, so if they will go to the league, indeed they will. I think, yeah, the Among Us ones, I swear, I mean, I'm not pleased to admit, but I think the Preston Career Mode was another one which I really lost my cool for. The Bristol City Career Mode, I think I kept cool. The GeoGuessr was... I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even explain the GeoGuessr ones. But because it was edited, it wasn't that bad. I was going for the recording, second and third part. Oh, no, not Pat. That's absolutely fine. You do whatever you like. And I'm liking the fact you're doing stuff for your channel as well. Do check out Breath of Fan TV if you have not. He clearly works very, very hard for this. But it's so weird, you know, being at this stage now. I'm just thinking back to when I made my first video, which was 2 years ago. 3 years ago this year, on the 4th of July. If we were to count the amount of days between then and, you know... Oh my goodness me, what a goal by Forest. That's an incredible goal. Lewis Grabban, who's on absolute fire at the moment. If he does that, Forest will be chanting his name, and, you know, they'll be thinking of the great memories of him scoring 20 goals in a 1920 season again. What a strike that was. Unbelievable. Yeah, honestly, at this rate, it's looking like it would have been growing by like a subscriber a day. I mean, naturally, people grow differently. I remembered when Matt really took things seriously. When he commented on my first video, well, not my first video I made, but I remember when he first commented on my channel, and this was last year of my early predictions. He had about 600 odd subscribers by then. He just cracked over 600, I think. But what I found is that when he got 1,000, it only took him a couple of months, which is not quite the case for me, because it's going to take me a couple of years, potentially 3 years to get to 1,000. But naturally, what Matt did really, really well, he understood the algorithm. I would have definitely said he understood the algorithm of YouTube better, and naturally, he had an identity, which means that's why he grew. He grew on Coventry stuff, and now he's expanded to being an all-round championship YouTuber. Naturally, his content has just really, really exploded into life. I came round trying to be the championship YouTuber, but I still wasn't really someone that, you know, I was always the fan of the championship, but I was just never really someone that came across as someone that knows a lot, to be honest. That's what I feel, at least. But now that I've grown, you know, that I've done these years, I understand more of what the league's about and all of that. And the fact that you guys have grown with me as well, I think it's naturally helped me kind of step out of my shell a little bit. Derby wouldn't concede a goal like that in real life. Wouldn't, potentially not, because their defence is really, really good, Derby. They would have players on the line to try and block that out. It's currently a 40-minute video. Yeah, fair enough. Independence Day is when I uploaded my first video. God, was it really? I didn't intend for it to be Independence Day, but okay. You nearly got a collaboration with BENHD. What do you mean nearly? So what happened with that? Should Huddersfield sell Schofield? I'm almost inclined to say it's difficult. I would loan him. I would give Schofield a loan. I tell you what, he would. I think he would have been a good signing if Peterborough got him in. But the fact I got Bender in, I think that's a great signing. But I was a bit surprised that Bender didn't start originally in goal. Definitely someone like near the lower part of the table. But for me, he's still a very young keeper. And I don't think he's someone who's naturally going to be the number one goalkeeper for the whole season. You know, I could see him being a good goalkeeper for, let's say... Oh no! It's an awful mistake by Brice Samba. Ravel Morrison has made it 1-1. Beaten at his near post. Samba can't palm it out. It goes over the line. And it's a 1-1 at the moment, which matches the reverse fixture. They don't clear it. It's Guyton Bong who can't clear it, and it creates the goal. 1-1 to Dart. Well, it's 1-1 out. It's not Ravel Morrison as well. What am I saying? It's Luke Plonge with the goal. The teenage wonder. Younger for me, and he's scoring goals for fun. Will you get monetized if you get 1k and 4,000 watch time? Yes, I will get monetized, which is very, very exciting. XY Sit, welcome to the stream. You Rams, come on, we need us. Yes, you need every result that you need right now, but more importantly, you need good development from the outside as well, and alongside with performances in the inside as well. You know, you've done well to not be bottom of the table anymore. Now it's just about, you know, trying to close the gap for Peterborough, and then now eventually closing the gap to Reading. What a player Luke Planche is. Yes, honestly, Derby's youth, you know, is talented, and it goes to show what Bristol City could do if they go round the route where they don't get a points deduction and they lose their big players. It's not the end of the world if you've got to rely on your youth players. Sheffield is a league keeper, in my opinion. All you need to do is stick crosses right on him to score. You DM'd in and he said yes, and he was already in a collaboration with Matt SB. When was this? When was this? Because I want to know this. Was this recently? Will you still get money for the videos that use copyrighted music? So basically, every time you upload, it goes through a system of checks. That's the right word. System of checks. And they are able to tell me pretty quickly after it's uploaded whether my video is eligible for monetization or not. What I do got to do, though, is to stop including the goals. You know, basically my review video, when I sometimes include the goal footage, I need to cut away from that. Because basically, I've not been really copyrighted for music. I remembered I got copyrighted for music when I did a FIFA stream, but that was because I forgot to turn the sound off. for the soundtrack. So yeah, that wasn't good. But with all of the music I've used over the years, because I've referenced all sources that require, you know, some form of copyright, I've not been getting in trouble with that. So the only thing that I do need to go away from is to stop using the gold recordings in my videos. But because, you know, I'm not monetized at the moment, I can get away with that. You only get a claim, by the way. You don't get a strike. If you get a strike at all, by the way, if you get a strike, you can't even get monetized at all. They just simply won't allow it. So it's basically, you know, for people that try and profitize or try and grow by, let's say, posting highlights on a specific TV show, you know, that's a copyright strike, and immediately you may gain thousands of subscribers on that. You can't get monetized. So you can't actually make money by doing it that way. So it's about, you know, I understand the system, you know, it recognizes that, you know, you got to work hard to basically be respected. And it's not just monetized, you know, YouTube have representatives that will literally help you out to grow your channel, you know, and that is how, you know, a lot of people will get sponsorships as well. So that's why I'm really motivating you guys to try and push me to this level, because right now, if I get to that, it'll be unbelievable. And what would be incredible even, which is if let's say I hit 10k, that'll probably be a time where I think I could start a Patreon. Matt obviously has done a Patreon when he's hit just over 5,000, but I think for me 10,000 is the goal you need to reach to start a Patreon. So that is my intention. Barnsley and Peter both have 2 games in hand though. That is true, but I don't see Barnsley capitalising. Peterborough are inconsistent. So at the same time, Derby just need to keep winning their games and keep putting those teams like Barnsley and Peterborough under pressure. Our 6 games consist of Peterborough, Birmingham, Hull. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, 3 winnable games. Maybe Birmingham's quite tricky, but Hull, Peterborough especially, you should be aiming for at least 3 points for those. Destino, welcome to the stream. It's the ghost birthday Zamora. Yeah, I am excited to get monetized. I really am, because it's another way for me to earn. It really is. And when you hit my age, when you get frustrated and you're cooped around at home a little bit, you want to try and build up your savings. You know, that's what I've been doing when I've been working basically part-time for the last couple of months or so. This would almost be my side hustle, which I could start earning from. And I was even thinking of applying for another job quite recently, but I've decided to pull out from that. If you get 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted. Yeah, that's right. So 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted automatically. When you get 1, I don't think your channel gets suspended. You get a suspension when you get 2 strikes, I believe, and then 3 is gone forever. It was this channel, and yeah, and it goes very good. Suspension go away. Barnsley get battered everywhere they go. Well, they are, and you've got them in the FA Cup as well, which should be exciting for you. How would you get paid for being monetized? So oh my goodness me, what a goal! So a long ball over the top of that defense, caught very, very well by Hogan. It's a great goal. He's their top goal scorer so far this season for Birmingham. Pinpoint accuracy in terms of that ball. Half volley past Brad Collins. 1-0 Birmingham. So you get paid by having advertisements. So anytime you get impressions, clicks, views, or references of people seeing your advertisements, that is how you get paid. I believe that's how you get paid anyway. You got 1 on July the 12th. What, is that a strike? Why did you get a strike, if that's the case? Is there a guy called Dexter who supports Forest in the stream? Then maybe. Yeah, there is. It's good to see you guys. 12 viewers here. I'm amazed with the amount of viewers. How are we doing with likes, by the way? We're on 13 likes. So if any of you have not hit the like button yet, please do hit the like button. That would be fantastically appreciative if you can do so. If you've not hit the subscribe button, please also do that as well. I wanted to change it. All right, I can change it to it now, I think. So if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do hit the red subscribe button, because we're 903. 97 away from 1,000, where it will literally be in the next stage of my development in Lex Alexa. So to support the growth of the channel, please do hit the red subscribe button if you have not done so. It does really, really help the channel if you could do that. You put the Maguire penalty that broke the camera. Yeah, but the thing is, Brentford Fan TV, even if you get 1,000, you can't get monetized. One strike doesn't allow you to get money from YouTube. You know, may have got you a couple of views, impressions and stuff, but it's breaking guidelines. So you can resolve a strike. You can resolve it, but you're going to have to deal with it, especially if you want to be having a long-term earnings from YouTube. Guys, come on. Let's not be awful here. Huddersfield should play our case against Barnsley and we still win. Potentially, yeah. Potentially. Oh, a chance for Barnsley. It's good goalkeeping. Is it half-time? It is, right. 1-0 to Birmingham after a brilliant goal, actually. Well caught on the half volley there. Are we saying Leeds get battered everywhere we go? I thought it was Barnsley. Unless he probably did say Leeds, actually. Oh, no, it was Leeds. Oh, it was Thunderball who said it. Yeah, well, you know, what I would say with that is just that, you know, there is banter, but, you know, one thing I don't stand for is toxicity. I don't mind football banter. You know, that is part of football, of course, but toxicity doesn't go anywhere. There's no tolerance for toxicity for me. Barnsley are unbeaten in the last 3 home games. Problem is, those home games are potentially draws. And that's not really going to do them any favours. Oh my goodness me, I've got an itchy nose for some weird reason. I'm going at that age where I'm going to actually have to shave nose hairs, which is something that old people do. You're a Derby fan and also called Dexter. Really? Wow. Well, it is we've got the East Midlands Derby, we've got the Dexter Derby as well. Which Dexter will go out top, the one representing Derby or the one representing Nottingham Forest? Okay, so still 1-0. I'm just checking how many games we've got left. So, we did fall down momentarily to 902, but we're back up to 903 again. What have we got left? So, in fact, I might as well show you, because this is my this is how I'm looking at it. So, we've gone through these 4 games at the moment. What we've got left, we've just done Bristol City, Cardiff, and Forest and Derby. We're now on Birmingham, Barnsley. So the games next, we've got Blackpool, Millwall, Bournemouth, Hull, Coventry, QPR, Reading, Huddersfield, Sheffield, Luton, Stoke, Fulham, Swansea, Preston, West Brom, Peterborough, and finally Blackburn, Middlesbrough. Although, I am very tempted to maybe do that on Monday's stream. No, actually, no, I can't because I'll be predicting it on Saturday. No, I've got to do it. I was just thinking, is there a way I can save some time, but I'm actually not going to do that. Should Mozzie stick with Asbaghi even if they go down? It's tough because I think Asbaghi has had good success working with younger players and the younger squad. I just don't think he's got the qualifications, you know, that can really take this side up. I don't know. All of it doesn't seem to go on well. You know, I think they've lost a really good captain in Alex Moa, and I think they've really could not cope with that. It is always close in the East Midlands Derby. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw or if one team won by 1 goal. I'm just saying, guys. I think the Shorts channel has gained more subs than my main channel today, which is fine. I did actually put a rare post on the on the second channel, so that's probably why. The last East Midlands Derby before the last one at Derby with fans ended 0-0. First game back with the fans 1-1 in the last game at City Ground and fans 1-0 Forest. It was I think the thing with Derby is that they always have, you know, Forest fans always count the amount of hours that Derby still have not won the Derby. It would be so poetic that if it was the final one, that Derby would win that derby. Because Forest have notoriously been able to stay unbeaten in this derby for so long. The Town are going up and the Leeds are staying up somehow. Yeah, I don't know how Leeds are staying up. But they've pulled out the bag, and I think a 9-point gap from relegation, I think, is really, really good. Good question from Dwy. Who do I think will get relegated from the Prem? I still think Norwich will go down. Despite the amount of points, they're only 1 point off Watford, but they have played more games than anyone. I just have a feeling Newcastle will be okay, actually. I think they'll be 17th. It's tricky. I'll go for Watford, Norwich, and Burnley, but I could be wrong. Potentially even another team could be dragged into it as well. So, that'll be 1-0 to Birmingham according to FIFA. I can't even remember what the next game was. That's right. It's Blackpool and Millwall. Millwall have lost back-to-back games, and Blackpool have not played this weekend, but that could be even advantage or disadvantage. There's not really a clear indication whether that will benefit the team or not. I think Lowe might be back for the game. I think he's back in training this week. That'll be huge if Max Lowe's back. He's such an important player. Norwich, Watford, Burnley. Yeah, I agree with Ethan. I think those are the three, I think, as well. You know, even for me, Newcastle's the one I'm nervous about. Because for me, Newcastle have had so many opportunities to get themselves out of it. Reminding me a little bit of Peterborough. Having a lot of opportunities to get themselves in a better position, but just being very unreliable. So I do fear Newcastle will go down, potentially. Maybe Watford staying up, or well, that's a start. We've got a goal in the end of Blackpool. It's a brilliantly worked goal, and I don't know why Millwall didn't even get anywhere near it. No one was marking any of their players in the box whatsoever. Their positioning was all over the place. So far, the Burnley, Watford, Norwich, says Dwy. Thunderball is saying Norwich 18th, Newcastle 19th, and Leeds 20th. I don't agree with that. I think Leeds would definitely not finish 20th for what I can see. Harrison, his standout performance today, I think, has definitely saved them. Newcastle, I can imagine going down. And then, what's the other one? Norwich? Yeah, I mean, Norwich for me, probably the only one I'm a bit certain will go down, despite being 18th place in the table at the moment. If Leeds win next game, we'd be 10th. Yeah, I think that might be assuming that no teams around you pick up points either, but that just shows how tight and congested that part of the table is. Yeah, Newcastle keep drawing the game. That's literally what it is. Because they are so unreliable, that's why I'm a bit nervous. So I'm either thinking Newcastle will finish 18th or 17th. I can't decide where I want to place them. Imagine Trippier playing the Championship. Well, you would think of that free kick against Croatia and you'd think, wow, he's really playing the Championship. And some of these players I think will stay as well because, you know, these owners can afford to pay really heavy salaries on them. 24th Norwich, 23rd Burnley, 22nd Everton. Ooh. And I tell you what, Blue Terrier said he won't be surprised if Everton to go down. If they don't have a good response with Duncan Ferguson maybe going in, there might be a slight chance. But to see the good thing about Everton is that they've already formed a bit of a gap. I need to remind myself on how many points there are. I think Leeds are on 22 at the moment. I was thinking it was Everton on 22, but I need to remind myself how what the gap is. So Everton have 19 points. So yeah, it's 1 point per game. And yeah, they have played 19 games and they have got games in hand with the other teams around them. But yeah, it's scary. So a win for Watford, you know, would close the gap by 2 points. Yeah, they're not out of it. But I think to be 6 points ahead, they would have to have a dreadful part to the season if Everton were to go down. The Predictions League is so fun. It's like highlight of your week when you have school. Oh, well, thank you, man. It's interesting that you think of it like that. And actually, isn't in a very weird way. That's how I felt about watching certain videos and predicting. You know, I was predicting BENHD's video score predictions, and you know, remembering getting a tick if I got a correct score, thinking that you got a sense of pride doing that as well. You know, you felt so proud that you were featured there in that video in plain sight, and people were able to recognize how well you did at predicting a game. Obviously, that doesn't happen now, but that's what inspired me to make the Prediction League. No one had ever done it before, and it was definitely something with the technology we've got, it can work. Obviously, I've probably not got, you know, Ben, I think, has made his more... Oh my gosh, it's in! Oh, I think Bilkowski should be saving that. Blackpool are in dreamland at the moment. They're 2-0 up. Wow. So corner comes in. Anyone marking him? No. Oh, he palms it in his own net. That's disappointing from Bilkowski. Yeah, it's a keeper with the goal. Last time Everton was relegated was 1951. Yes. Yeah. I did hear about that. Yeah, that would be shocking if they were to be relegated. But yeah, that's how it really inspired me to make my own league, and that's what I started off with. Alexis Hall of Fame. Only OGs will remember how that was, and you would remember how many members we had in that league as well. We barely had 10 members. Then last year, of course, we had the Lexus Hall of Fame again, and that kind of really, you know, increased a little bit. We actually had 2 leagues, and then obviously this year we've had 3 leagues. So naturally we've just been growing, and maybe by next year we'll even get people that I have to calculate points for who can't even make it to League 2, which is probably the target. You'll know that you've got a lot of people engaged if you can do that. Think of somewhere non-league in Ben's Prediction League. Well, I'm a bit worried where I am because I've been a bit up and down. I was in the main league, and then I dropped down to League 2, and then I was back in League 1, and then I'm all over the place, basically. And for that, I picked up 6 points, and a lot of you did a lot better for me. Ben hasn't shown a Prediction League in a while. Well, I have a little bit of inside information for that. Obviously, Ben does not do the league himself. He actually has an editor that does that for him, and I know that because I've actually seen one of his editors' videos on how he's made the Prediction League. It's one of the things that you can see for yourself, guys, if you go to Ben's Patreon. Just saying. Yeah, you know, he was on a holiday in Christmas time. I don't know if he's back, but I'm pretty sure he is. But naturally, in general, and I've got to say this, Ben has not posted anything in Patreon for a good couple of weeks now, which is a little bit upsetting to me, following that I pay money, you know, monthly, hoping to see content, which, you know, I'm not getting at the moment. But one thing I do get a bit of a benefit for is to be on this Discord chat, which I've just accepted. That's what I'm paying money for. And that's a big goal again. 3-0 to Blackpool. I don't think this is going to happen in real life. It's Ryan Wintle too with the goal. I mean, it's unrealistic. He's been recalled by Cardiff, hasn't he? So definitely not going to happen in real life now. But regardless, a really, really good scoreline. 3-0. Would you have a non-league or a Premier League? Well, the main league is the Premier League, kind of. And non-league, I don't think I'll show them in the league, but I can always have like a list of people, you know, who, and thank them for being involved, maybe. Who have I got going up? You reckon Fulham, Blackburn, and QPR, says XYZ. That's not a bad shout, you know. So, what I've noticed, you've not predicted Bournemouth to go up, which they did lose in the weekend against Luton. It's interesting because I think their fullbacks being injured has really not helped, and of course they've got a couple of players from away from AFCON, but so do QPR. But QPR, obviously with that win against West Brom, that's going to be huge for them. And I think the good thing about QPR, one, they've got the momentum, and two, they've just got enough squad players that they can naturally still produce pretty good quality without the likes of Ilias Chair, who is probably their most creative player, although I would probably dare say Chris Willock is trying to go for his title at the moment. What do I use to do my league? I use Microsoft Excel. So I could actually exclusively show you the documentation now, actually. I can definitely do that. I've definitely got the ability. My cat's just entered the room. Gatsby's just made an appearance. And he's nearly fallen over himself. What a tart. Go on then. Are you going to say hello to the guys here? All 8 of them. Go on then. Go here. Come on then. This way. No, wrong way. You can kind of see him. Look, there he is. There he is. He's just chilling over there. And as we're doing that, Blackpool score again. Look. Their kit is in the same colour as you. There it is. Oh, you're a happy man, aren't you? The orange team are winning. That's got to be the team you've got to support, mate. Here's official. Gatsby's a Blackpool fan. Right. 4-0 up Blackpool find themselves. Do you want to go even closer? Or are you just going to chill there? You're making a racket, though. That's like the 3rd time he's come in separately to my bedroom today. He literally, it's his favourite place in the whole entire world. Oh, he's saying goodbye. Well, he's not saying goodbye to my room. He's just saying goodbye to you guys. Okay, well, Mill have got 1 goal back. In fact, what I might do, I'll see if I can move the camera just a little bit, just so you guys can still see him. There we go. Look at that. Man and his friend. Right, so it's 4-1 now, the scoreline. How did this goal come round? Oh, nice goal in the end. Shame they couldn't do that earlier. Good team to support. Yeah, he'll like supporting Blackpool, for sure. Right, Slaven Bilic has just left China. Any chance? You know, well, that actually might not be a bad shout. But I don't see it as an expiring employment. Right, I've got to remember to do this. So I can change the window capture. Let's see if I could do that. I don't think I can. Oh, that's a shame. Sometimes you can show your Word document. It's gone wrong now. Oh, it's gone wrong. Oh, you don't need to see that. That's me editing my video. Oh dear, this has gone horribly wrong now because I can't find any of the windows that I want. Okay, capture's not working. We're back here. I don't know why. Sometimes capture just forgets what windows are open. So that's why sometimes I don't use it. We don't want to miss this 5-goal thriller in this game so far. 4-1 to Blackpool is quite an unbelievable scoreline. Could be maybe another one here. We had a 4-2 last weekend. I'm just going to move the microphone just so you can hear how loud this guy is. It's another 4-2. It's another 4-2. We had one last weekend. We've got one this weekend. Shea OJ makes it 4-2. It's too little too late for Millwall to get back into this. Once again, a really, really nice goal. 87th minute. Too little too late. See if you can hear him. I think you can hear him. So yeah, so you guys tell me. He's literally got his... He's literally facing... He's taking the chance to be heard. Right. I'm going to the camera down as well. And in fact, fun fact for you, I think Matt's sister's cat is also called Gatsby as well, which is something I'm probably going to ask him when I eventually speak to him. Right, full-time whistle. Blackpool 4, Millwall 2. What a scoreline that was. You've got 9 of you watching. Thank you guys for watching the stream at the moment. If you've not hit the like button for the stream, please do hit the like button. It does tremendously help the support of this stream. We're doing very well with subscribers as well. Let's try and push as much as we can to... I've always forgotten the goal. To 1,000 subscribers. We're just over 900 at the moment. It'll be absolutely amazing to see if we can get there. So next up is Bournemouth against Hull City. Now Hull held Bournemouth to a draw last time, which was a great result for Hull. Looks like he isn't impressed with the game. Might be secretly a Millwall fan. Well, it's he sits there with pride. You know, I tell you what, he's also tired as well, which is why he doesn't show too much. I know. I don't know. Matt's sister's cat is called Gatsby. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Trust me, it's literally a coincidence. I didn't call him Gatsby because of them. He is nearly 8 years old, by the way. So we've had him for a long time. You know, this was before Matt even made content on YouTube. So it's just a very strange coincidence that they're both called Gatsby. You've got a revision for mid-year exams next week. Oh, good luck, Spencer, on those. I really hope you do well on those. And no worries, man. Thank you for turning up in the stream today. I hope this game doesn't end 0-0. It's what it ended last time. And Gatsby's a Hull fan. Well, he's falling he's falling very slowly asleep. So maybe not. I mean, it helps when I'm kind of scratching his neck as well. I mean, this guy, he's enjoying life way too much here. You're actually seeing his eyes, but they're closed. He's too tired. Well done for Honeygun to say good luck as well. Right, we've just gained a sub. We're on 904, 96 away. Wow, that's blimey. No problem, Spencer. Have a good luck. Oh, that was close. Billing normally finish those chances. We'll see if that's a rude mischance for them. Right. So I've actually got to upload the video I've just processed. If you guys were quick enough to see my editing software when I was trying to get capture working, you might recognize what the video was. Now, I need to double check. I need to double check what it was. What was the name of it called? Yeah, it is the right one. Right, I can actually start uploading the next video for the shorts. I've done a lot on the shorts today. I've put more effort on the shorts today than I have done in the past 5-6 months, which is quite unbelievable. But honestly, a lot of the time these channels keep going because they've got other editors that can support these channels. I do everything by myself, which is why things aren't naturally going to be produced at the same rate and level. So that's why I try really, really hard to give you the standards. Oh my goodness me. I mean, well, let's ignore everything I said at the moment. We really got to talk about this goal. What a strike by Philip Billing. I dare you to scare my cat. Nah, that'd be cruel. So Lerma does a great turn. Brilliant strike by Billing. England can't get there, and it's 1-0 Bournemouth. You've got a twig there as well. I need to help you with that. You're so loud. You can never sleep quietly. Right, so this is the next re-upload I'm going to put onto my channel. Well, on my channel, I mean my second channel. So that is episode 7 of that series. I'd tell you what, guys, I mean, you don't have to watch the re-uploads, of course, especially if some of you guys have seen it before, but as the new viewers, it might be interesting, you know, for you guys to see how much the content has grown over time. But also for people who have seen it before, you would probably see this as a nostalgic time as well, especially the videos. The streams, understandably, you know, you don't have to watch all of them from, like, minute 1 to the end. But especially the videos, you know, you can definitely gaze, you know, like a really fun nostalgia trip, potentially seeing them as well. It does mean the comments there are gone now, but, you know, you can make your new comments in this one. What a good save, by the way, by Ingram, denying Dominic Solanke there. If that was 2-0, that would be close to game over. Right, I need to actually close my door because Gatsby has opened it, of course, so I've got to do that quickly. Ingram, again, is looking like a madman. He's keeping Hull City in this game. Corner comes in. Poor corner. Doesn't even beat the first man, and it's well defended. Right. God, I mean, I'll tell you this. The The series that I'm putting now, or editing now onto the thing. What do you call it? Yeah, I say the thing. On the shorts now is potentially my favorite series or gaming series I've done. So not many spoilers there. Right, let's get the second half sorted. I've just got to change the aspect ratio of the thumbnail. There's so many steps, guys. That it really is, you know. I guarantee you, potentially with better editing guidance, there's quicker ways that I could do these methods. But in my own methods, I make my own judgment. So it's difficult working on your own with YouTube, and I think a lot of really big YouTubers would tell you the same. Oof. Okay, Bournemouth had to do some defending there. Okay, that's sorted. Thumbnail sorted for that one. Put that there. Thumbnail's now attached. And that's going to be, I think, like the 23rd scheduled video now, and the short's done. You guys nearly have got a full month of content, which hopefully, if my channel grows quickly, could be like a countdown to when I'll be starting posting new content there. That's what I'm hoping for, but realistically, it's probably not going to happen. But there's still quite a fair bit I've got to edit and publish, actually. Now that I think about it, I've only gone up to the 9th of February at the moment, which is nearly a whole month, which is absolutely crazy that I've done that many gaming videos on a channel that's not really specifically a gaming channel, which is why I'm decluttering it and moving it onto the second channel. What match next, says Thunderball. Good question, actually. I'll check now. So after Bournemouth Hull is Coventry QPR, then it's Reading Huddersfield. So Huddersfield appears in 2 games' time. Dear Gatsby, enjoy the own goal you scored off FIFA. He did not understand. I remember, you know when I said it's your fault when I pointed at my cat? He just like, yeah, so what? But deep down, I was heartbroken. I was like, I don't want to be saying and shouting and pointing and bad-mouthing you at all. But I had to stay in the character. Wow, what an equalising goal by Hull. Right, you know what? I need to actually shut my door very, very quickly. Paul Hazeldine, welcome to the stream. Please get Luke from Wolves. I'll look into that if he's an actual player, of course. You know, sometimes when it comes to names I don't know, I am always double checking if there's anything potentially sus in that. I was caught on a live stream saying something completely outrageous. I think it was Cody that said, I can't even remember what it was. It was something so clever. So nowadays, when I see players I don't recognise, I always have to be very careful and maybe just call them by one name to avoid the full bait. But if he is a player, then I'll definitely look into it. Right, I need to quickly shut my door, so I'll mute for 2 seconds, guys. Looks like I nearly missed a goal from Hull. That was very, very close. For Hull taking the lead, that would be a comeback and a half. Tyrese Fornah is going to sign for Shrewsbury on loan. That'll be a good signing. Did you kill everyone in chat? What do you mean, kill everyone? Is this... I almost thought they scored for a minute based on the Luke Kundle. About that. That's a bit of a tricky name. But no, I've heard of Kundle. Yeah, I have. No, yeah, he is. I've literally just saw him on my feed. Yeah, Luke Kundle there. Yeah, he does mean that. So is that talking about my career mode? If that is my career mode, then I'll definitely look into that. He'll be linking up with Bristol City Lonely Jana here. Okay. Oh yes, it was that one. Yeah, blue. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was a bit similar like that. Yeah. No, I've just found Kundal. Yeah, I have. If he's talking about my career mode, then I'm always happy to hear suggestions. And in fact, I really got to do it. I really got to do it. I don't know when, if I'm even going to do it this week. And I'm still thinking what I'm going to do with that, because for the fact I'm moving all the gaming stuff to the second channel, I don't want to be posting too much on this channel. When I'm moving stuff, I don't mind moving all the Colchester stuff a bit later on to the second channel, but it would just take me less time if I don't. I mean, I don't know what I would do, so I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, to be honest, but I definitely want to play a second season of Colchester. I've never done a second season of any career mode. The furthest I've got to a season was completing a first season with Bristol City, which I'll give no spoilers how that went. But the OGs will know, the ones who have been here, I mean, the content was nearly 2 years ago, that career mode, so they would know what happened, but I'm going to try and keep it a secret. But that will be something that will be re-uploaded on my second channel, so in case you guys had not known how I did in that career mode, you guys can watch it right from the start, and then it will be revealed how I did. Right, that's a full-time whistle, so it's another draw, and it's a 1-1 draw, and I think Bournemouth will be very disappointed for the fact they've not won this one. So 1-1 full-time. That'll be a good chance for Blackburn and Fulham to increase their lead. So next is Coventry. They've got to play QPR. That's a huge game. If Coventry are serious and getting into the top 6, they've got to beat QPR. But QPR are on form at the moment. So, yeah, these kicks will work. No cap, I think you might have got relegated from whatever league you are in Ben's predictions. Well, I've not scored many points. I mean, to be honest, if I'm relegated from the main league, it's not great, but at least what it means, I'm still in the Patreons league. The Patreons league is a very exclusive league where only the Patreons get their predictions anyway. There's no I'm winning it. Johnny Burrow is actually, I think, second in that league. And obviously, he's second in my predictions league now, but yeah, it's really been a battle, and Johnny Bell's kind of been the one I've just had to try and aim towards, because he was always up there in terms of the predictions league, and now I'm interested to see how I rank now. I don't know how Ben did either. I don't know if Ben actually got a correct score, or like a completely correct score, so that might give me a chance to catch up to Ben. Because naturally Ben and I have been quite close, but then Ben had a really good form, and then I had a really horrible run of form at one stage, but now we've naturally been very, very similar. Right, QPR having more of the ball so far. They're definitely looking the stronger team. Right, let me just check. Is the video uploaded now on the second channel? No, not yet. It is halfway done. So the next one to upload, in fact, I don't actually need to put it onto the main thing, because I think it's an MP3 file, which makes my job so much easier, because it means I can just upload it directly. We've got a goal. Coventry is offside. Oh, that's close. Let's see the decision. I wasn't able to see the build-up. Yeah, he's off. I thought he was clearly off, but actually it wasn't as clear as I thought. Alright, got to look for the downloads, and I've done episode 7 just now, so now I've got to find episode 8 of what was downloaded. That's episode 11. That's episode 12. There's a lot of episodes in this series. That's episode 10, so clearly it's going in this order. There's number 8. There we go. So now that's on the way as well. And it just makes things so much quicker. It really does. Because all I've got to do now is just download the thumbnail and I'm done. Oh, we've got a goal, which is actually going to stand, and it's for QPR. So typical. It reminds me of like a FIFA goal, that you get so close to scoring one end of the pitch, and right in the second end of the pitch, you know, seconds later the opposition scores on the other end of the pitch. It's so typical. But I think it's a nice goal. Dabo tries to win the tackle, doesn't get there. Great pass and half volley and a brilliant goal. Brilliant technique. And it's Stefan Johansson. I tell you what, they do love giving Stefan Johansson some goals. Oh no, I did not mean to click that. I meant to click download the thumbnail, not the whole bloody thing. Darid, welcome to the stream. Microsoft Excel. You're talking about football bit. Okay, sorry. Yes, your career. I'm a football blogs from Kidderminster Harriers. Please, can you shout out the channel? The channel name is Paul Hazeldine. And we have 85 subscribers. We're trying to get 100. Oh, amazing. I mean, I don't need to guess where you may have found my stuff, but check him out. It sounds like he's got a lot going on. I think definitely what he needs is to get through his first hundreds of subscribers, and he'll definitely be up there. You know, I was told this by someone who didn't even, you know, make videos. The first 100 and the first 500 are always the most difficult landmarks. What you need is just a little bit of support, and then eventually, when you've got that hard work, it pays off. So, you guys, you can definitely help Paul out by just dropping him a like or a sub, even seeing a couple of his videos, and hopefully that should be enough people to give it the service that it needs. You know, because I'm always grateful to help other people with their channels as well. You know, with the amount of people that have helped me, you know, why can't I return the favor and help people back? But I appreciate you coming on here, Paul, and promoting your channel like that as well. And it's a good result for Kidderminster Harriers as well. I just realised I deleted that. Can you tell me the name of the app? I don't know what app you're on about. Oh, you're talking about Microsoft Excel. That might be a bot, which is why I timed it out. Oh, you're talking about Darid. Ah, okay. City are falling apart again. I think it's referencing Coventry City. But yeah, guys, it'll be amazing if you can drop Paul a sub. I think he would absolutely appreciate that. Not the Paul I know. Obviously, I've got a best friend called Paul, who's an incredible human being. But this Paul, you know, just give him a chance, you know, because it sounds like he's got a lot of good stuff going on. You know, Kidderminster Harriers are in a rare position. They're in the public eye, you know. Give them this chance, you know. It's almost a bit similar to Sudbury getting being in the public eye as well. They're not used to this, and they need to thrive every way that they can, because who knows if they're going to get this opportunity like this again. Right, so QPR winning 1-0 going into the second half. I'm just finishing this thumbnail here for the second channel. So that's going to be called 9JPEG. Yes. Someone's screaming in the background there. Gosh, it's already processed. Blimey. It took less time for it to process than it was fixing the thumbnail. Got to put in the right playlist. Add end screen. So many steps you've got to remember when doing a video, but naturally when you've done it for so long, it just becomes second nature. Don't know what's going on there. There's some technical difficulties going on there. I just need to remember this. There we go. So I'll not be looking at comments, guys. I will be looking at comments. I'm just multitasking at the moment. I'm just getting some content ready for your end as well. All the work I do is for you. You're going to rejoin the BENHD League. Well, maybe leave some predictions and you might have a really, really good chance. I mean, it's probably the best advice anyone could really say, really. Just simply start predicting again, and then you just need a good game week, and then voila, you're there. Right, so I think this one's going to be for the 10th of February this time. Gosh, how have I got this many gaming videos, honestly? Nearly a whole month's worth that I need to declutter and move I've not even finished doing all the series as well. So, voila, that was going to work. Yes, there we go. So that's 10th of Feb, and the one previous that is still processing as well. Oof, that could have been really, really close actually. New Nichols for World Cup 2022. Don't know that far, but if he keeps going, he could definitely have some great opportunities. You know, we've seen some championship players, you know, thinking that, you know, maybe they themselves will not get many opportunities. I'm thinking the likes of Smith Rowe, you know, getting where he was, Mount being another one. You know, it's not impossible for championship players within the next couple of years to have some big moments in their careers, and potentially Nee Nichols, if they keep doing well, could be another one of those ones. The only message on my Discord is actually my Discord telling me that I'm actually streaming. God, it feels good that I'm not saying the road to 900 subs anymore. It does feel good. I still pinch myself. But yeah, as I said, Paul, you know, I have encouraged my guys, you know, to check you guys out, because I do encourage all of you to give everyone a helping hand as well. A lot of people subsequent channels as well. I always keep my eyes on some channels as well, you know, making sure that they're doing okay as well. Hey, Matt, welcome to the stream. 1,000 subs inbound, quotes the man. You know what? It's a really pinch yourself moment when you get that, to be honest, because it's taken me so long to even get to this stage. You know, we were reflecting back to my first ever video, which was on Independence Day 2019, which the amount of evolution and change has gone from there is quite amazing, really, to be honest. You know, it'll be 3 years this year to when I actually started posting on this channel. And naturally, people can get almost 1,000. And, you know, some people will think, what's the big deal of 1,000? You know, some people could get it, you know, within a finger click, you know, within a couple of months. And some people are very fortunate to get it in a couple of months. But others graft and try and get it for as quickly as I can. And I've had to... Wow. What happened there? I was just reading chat. There must have been a defensive calamity at Coventry. Matt, explain. What have you just witnessed here? This is a big game if Coventry are serious to try and get into the top 6, but they're not playing like they are determined to get there. What on earth has happened there? Oh, it's absolutely awful by Simon Moore. When we were praising Simon Moore in a previous stream, Andre Gray completely dispossesses him and scores into an empty net. What on earth have we just witnessed here? I mean, the timing of this is so ironic than the fact that you had to turn up and see that. Oh, gosh. I would be the same to my team as well, but wow. I can't even think of what Simon Moore did there. No way he should be doing that. I mean, passing out from the back is always dangerous enough, but just boot it. Don't try and dribble it. And at 1-0, you know, you still would have had the game, but unfortunately, that didn't turn out to be the case because QPR have won by 2-0. Vlog title, Keeper Howler at the at CBS. So that would have been your title if you saw that. Wow. Because unfortunately, that'll be the event that most people talk about. It probably won't be individual performances or certain goals. It'll be when someone's made an absolute howler like that. Okay, what's the next game actually? So Coventry lose 2-0 to QPR. The next game is Reading and Huddersfield, which some of you guys have been very excited to see Huddersfield play Reading in this stream. We've already have had Reading play in the stream. They drew 0-0 to Luton, well, according to FIFA at least. I mean, I wouldn't really bat them for a draw right now. This is okay. We've got a bit of a kit class. I'm actually going to use their away kit there. And to actually use their home kit there, it's going to be much easier. And Coventry fans say Simon Moore's better than Nichols. FIFA not putting a good argument there for Simon Moore there. It's not helpful. It doesn't help their chances. But what I was saying is that just talking about the future of this channel, really. So university is starting in a couple of days' time for me. It's going to be very hectic when it starts again. So it'll be a lot of me going back and forth. It's almost very likely the content will drop as well. But another thing to announce as well, which a lot of you guys have now realised, the gaming content is going to go to an individual channel. And new content will start getting posted on that second channel when we hit 1,000 subscribers. It's one of the promises I gave you guys when we hit 1,000 subscribers. But in the meantime, I have scheduled up to 30 videos on that second channel. On 30 days, of course, you know, it's daily content. It's just basically re-uploads. But for any new viewers, this might be considered new content. So either way, I think it'll be appealing. And hopefully it could be a countdown to when we actually get the goal. You know, at this rate, I might have a good 40-45 videos worth of content to put in there. Yeah, but I mean, that's the plan of the channel. And obviously, you know, the work in terms of university is not really going to get any small anytime soon, especially if I'm going to do a master's degree as well. But it's going to be interesting, obviously, when it comes to those high stake pressures. That's when you've got to start really considering, you know, what's actually going to be the most beneficial part of your life. What are you going to start earning? Because when you get to my age, if you want to start saving up, you want to start being financially independent. I've already started saving, and I've taken it more seriously this year than any other year. So it's tough, really, you know, in this business, really, just to try and balance things out and have enjoyment in it as well. But it is really all about survival. Thank you to whoever's just subscribed to the channel, by the way. We're on 905 subscribers. Guys, we're 95 away. I mean, I remembered going back to the days when I was streaming, we are 700 odds away. So it feels very refreshing now that we're under 100 away now. You know, I'm amazed, you know. Something's happened in this past month because we went through a really tough period of not growing the channel at all for a good 2, 3, even 3 weeks. There was even there was analytics that suggested I only gained 21 subs in 24 days. I think that was the stat. And now it's 55, I think, in 28 days, which is much more, you know, appealing. You know, those stats really show that the channel's producing good content. It's doing well there. But when you start growing, you go through these really rough patches. But when you get that monetization in, when you get an identifiable schedule, you've got a routine, things just start flowing really, really well. You get advice how to grow the channel too. And, you know, obviously, if we get to that goal, it's really, really going to help the growth of the channel. You've just subscribed. Keep up the good work, mate. No, thank you so much, Paul. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that you've popped on by today. And yeah, no problem as well. Good luck on your end as well. You know, a Kidderminster Harriers channel is always very, very interesting. And I was going to say, you know, when you're going to have the opportunity to really stand out, you know, not many people are going to have their chance. You know, Lincoln is another example of a team that have not really had a lot of their chances since, but they've done well for themselves to actually get promoted to League One, obviously, at that time. Right, so after Reading Huddersfield, I need to count the amount of games we've got left. We've been streaming for quite a long time. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Jeez. Right, so more content in the second channel has just been posted now. After this, we have got Sheffield United, Luton, Stoke, Fulham, Swansea, Preston, West Brom, Peterborough, and Blackburn, Middlesbrough. We still got 5 games left. Blimey, we still got a lot to do. This is going to go past 10 o'clock. Most definitely. I'm just going to need an early night's sleep, and then I'll be able to do my review video tomorrow. But Matt, if you're still here, by the way, I'm going to ask my viewers like some questions or something that, you know, that they might want to ask you or something. The thing that I did with Benjamin Bloom is probably what I'm going to do, especially when I've got the got the time to do a video review potentially. So it'll be a bit of a podcast type of thing. Questions, obviously football related, is what all of our viewers turn up for. So it'll be a good, it'll just be a good chat. That's all I see. It's simple as that. It's easy to edit, and in general, I think they do well as well. God, I still remember when I did that Benjamin Balloon video today, and to this day, this was early January 2021, and I remembered I went through this New Year's resolution of more confidence, not being afraid of what people are gonna say if you ask for things. And I remember one of the first things I did was ask Benjamin Balloon for a collab, and he was so nice about the whole thing. He really, really was, and he was. I was gutted that I didn't have Benjamin Balloon for any longer in terms of the chat, and he was even equally as sorry, if not more sorry in a way. He had well, he didn't have people to me. He had inquiries to attend to. And obviously, now with him raising a family, he's going to even have even more inquiries to turn to as well. But yeah, those videos, may not be well considered, to be banging content, especially, for how it performs. But generically, you want to be doing stuff that you enjoy, and I would enjoy just simply having a really good chat for a good hour or so. So that is what I plan to do. I've got to say, this game has been quite disappointing. 0-0 between Reading and Huddersfield. Both of Reading's games have ended 0-0 so far. Surprised that Reading are potentially going to keep 2 clean sheets there. But I'll tell you what, I thought it was literally going to be the last thing I was going to do tonight, but I actually got to make sure I watch all the highlights tonight, just so I have a good idea what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow morning. God, this game has gone so slowly. I mean, we had incredible scorelines like 4-2 between Blackpool and Millwall, and now we've got scorelines like this. Please do give the channel a like if you've not done so. It does tremendously help. We're 18 likes. Wow, we can definitely get to 20 likes. If you've not liked the channel, if you've not liked this stream, please do so. It does really, really help. And if you've not hit the red subscribe button, please do so. We're doing very, very well with subs at the moment. It'll be absolutely amazing. Who is my most funny subscriber? That's a question. Cool. That's really tricky. Because I really don't know. It's hard for me to compare my subscribers because I see them as, like, all of them as really good people. I say you're up there, Blue Terrier. You have cracked a couple of jokes a couple of times, with your chance. But if one has to stand out, it probably would be Charlie Brown. He's been there for, I couldn't even tell you. He was one of the first few people who discovered my channel. And I think because he's been almost right at the start, he knows my humour, and he just knows how to tickle my funny bone. So I think naturally it's got to be Charlie, who has been subscribed for around 2 years now. But all of you guys in your own way have been absolutely amazing. Have contributed a good amount of fun and good insight as well. It's hard for me to compare subscribers, really, to be honest. I just don't think they should be discriminated whatsoever. When is my next video? Asked Paul. I plan tomorrow, so I should have a review video that will be coming out tomorrow. I'll be recording it in the morning, and I'll be aiming to post it as soon as I can. Normally I do this stream actually on the Monday, but I just decided I think Sunday's going to be better. So this has ended 0-0. That's a very disappointing result. But next game is Sheffield United Luton. Now, fingers crossed we get a much better game than what we had here. There they are. Ooh, yeah, we'll use the orange kit. Yo, welcome to the stream. I mean, what do I call you? Do I call you double I, 2 dashes or whatever? But no, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. I tell you what, no, I do recognise you. I tell you who I think you, if you you've been one of my first subscribers, I think. It has been a long time. If it's who I'm thinking it is, it has been a long time. I think you commented on my tour video. Obviously, I'm his most only subscriber. Well, yeah, you know, you guys can battle it out. You guys can be cracking jokes with each other. You know, I won't mind. I'll adjudicate and I'll make the decision. No, but honestly, it has been a while. You know, if it is who I think it is, this guy has been watching content from 2019, which is how long ago he's been watching my content for. But I think he went a little bit on a hiatus for quite some bit. Oh, that's a good save. That is a really good save by Sluga. He's forced a corner. I generally think he was commenting when I had less than 100 subscribers. And obviously now things are a little bit different now. Appearance may have changed as well. I think my hair was a lot more scruffier back then as well. And I think I was a lot more quieter too on my videos too. Blue Terrier says Simon Grayson to Reading. Oh, I don't think Reading fans will find that exciting, and I don't find that exciting. There was a really good point where I think Simon Grayson was an attractive manager to go for, but since what he did with Sunderland and then most recently Fleetwood, I don't think you should take him on, and that is a goal for Luton Town. So after Sheffield United forced a good chance one end, Luton go to the other end of the pitch, and Harry Cornick is the goal scorer. You don't need to go through the replay there, but it's 1-0 to Luton. Dextina, put your best joke in the chat. I'll do the same and see which one Alex laughs at the most. Oh, but I don't want to put any of you guys under pressure. This is supposed to be a fun time, but one thing I do know about all of you guys are so competitive as well. You guys are so competitive. It's, you know, and, you know, I think that's how we bounce off each other, because I'm a very competitive person as well. And you'll see that competitive side of me if you see my footage on the Fiverr side, which I will post to you when we get 1,000 subscribers. So 95 subs, you see me play football and potentially me being very, very competitive and annoying. Thanks to the 8 of you watching. I do appreciate the support coming here. We're 1 like away, actually, from 20 likes, which will be brilliant for this stream, actually, if we could do that. That'd be amazing. So if anyone's not hit the like button on the stream yet, please do so. It does really, really help the channel. And most important, if you've not hit the red subscribe button, please also do that as well. We're 95 subs away from 1,000, which is crazy. But if you guys are able to do as well, please share the channel as well, because that is how we are going to grow as a community. You've seen your videos in 2019 when you had 6. Oh, you're ADT. Oh, I did not know. I had no idea, because I think you had another name. There's no I'm going to remember what the name is now, but it was ages ago. Yeah, 2019. So you were on this account in 2019, and obviously ADT was more recently. Wow. I'm the odd one out. Don't usually get that competitive. Well, we're you know, theoretically we're all different, but well, I can definitely say if we are to do a sample size of the amount of people who are competitive, we definitely get a good majority of the chat here who are generically very competitive. I mean, we've got a competitive prediction league, so I definitely glorify the sense of being competitive. So that's really down to me. I just like we've not seen any. Oh, what a save again! Oh my gosh, a double save by Fotheringham. Luton should be 2-0 up. That's an incredible double save by Fotheringham there. Okay, Blue Terrier for joke. What did the blanket say when it fell off the bedpost sheet? Oh, I tell you what, that's a good one. I like that. Oh, there has been a couple of times where I've literally couldn't control my laughter. I mean, that shorts clip I put on my second channel today when I called my mate when Spurs knocked out of the Europa Conference League. That took me a good 10 minutes for me to stop laughing in the end. I literally couldn't stop. I felt bad for him, but actually at the same time, if you knew him in real life, you know how much of a cocky twat he could be. So it was my revenge, pretty much. But you'll also be able to see how he plays in football because he was in my team in the five-a-side. So I'm just really excited to potentially show you the five-a-side. That's the video for me that I'm really excited to show you. No spoilers there, but I'm really excited to see what you make of it. Not necessarily because of me. I want to say I've stolen the show, but I'm naturally interested to see how you react to everyone else playing as well. Some had some great performances, some had some stinkers, and I think in general, these five-a-side games, it's all about fun. It's never fun when we put something on the line and we make it very, very ultra competitive, but in general, it's a really, really good fun thing we do with the lads every single year. Right, I can actually upload another episode on the shorts now because the thing's just finished processing there. Wait, I need to double check how many have I done. So that's episode 8. Right, so I've got to upload episode 9. Right, can Sheffield United get back into this? I mean, I won't lie, I think they should be a bit further behind. Foderingham with that double save could keep them in this game. Luton will definitely be showing some regret if they cannot win this. And what was the result last time between these two? I know what it was. It was a 0-0 draw. It was a really bad game. So, it was one of the last few games that Jokanovic was in charge of, I believe, as well. So, it was it was not a great performance by Sheffield United in general. I believe it was a 0-0 draw. Right, re-upload that. And then, I've got to use the thumbnail too. That's unhelpful. I can now delete this video because now it's on my second channel. I always have to talk to myself when I do these sorts of stuff as well, because if I just literally go autopilot, there's always something I forget to do, which is why I call myself out on it. Right, I can delete that now because that's on the channel too. See, so my total videos on Alexis are getting less and less, but you're going to get more content on the second channel. So, in the end, it's a pretty good series of events. Right, got to download the thumbnail. Save the image. I will be looking at chat. I'm just going to be occupied for that. Literally only a couple more seconds of that. I'll look at comments now. I feel a bit bad. You couldn't stop laughing when I said Bielsa needs the toilet when he turns over his back. Oh yeah, that was a good one too. When I look back at some of my comments that I made in 2019, it feels a bit weird. I was younger back then. I don't know how old you are, but what I feel... Wow, what a save again by Foderingham. I tell you what, Luton will be kicking themselves if they don't win this game. Oh, I think he's offside anyway. Yeah, he's offside. Will you come to a Kidderminster Harriers game? I wish I could, but it's so far away that I don't think I'll be able to... Are you alright? What are you doing? But I don't think I will be able to, but I definitely want to go to a game very, very soon. But, in general, I definitely feel a more sense of maturity when I was making my 2021 content. I think my 2019 and 2020 content was very plagiarized with BENHD. But not only that, it was just very, I don't know, it was just mediocre. It was lazy. There was stuff I didn't get right, poor editing, thumbnails weren't great, graphics weren't great, schedule was all over the place. I mean, to be fair, that was when mentally I was completely at a low, and it was just everything going on. It was literally, my head was going at a crisis. It was my first year of uni. It naturally just, things never felt going right. So, understandably, I think I know why it actually went to that. When you get a sense of control, the content is better, and I've naturally seen a bit of an improvement in it, in the past couple of years or so. Right. let's do this thumbnail now, which should only take me like 2 seconds to do. Fingers crossed. Luton looks like they are going to pick up a win in this game, and I got to say, I think they deserve it based on the chances that they've made in this game. Sheffield United had that one good chance in the start of the game, but apart from that, they've been second best pretty much. And that is the full-time whistle. That is a brilliant result for Luton. It's back-to-back wins if they do have it. But for Sheffield United, it will be back-to-back defeats under Paul Heckingbottom, which is not very encouraging for their season whatsoever, especially if they want to try and get into the top 6. So according to FIFA 22, this game will end Sheffield United 0, Luton Town 1. And I tell you what, I wouldn't actually be too surprised if it does end up like a similar result like that. They do like Luton Town to shut teams out and to get these results. Right, I'm just quickly going to do the 11th of February for this video. Same time. There we go. Right, that's done. Right, let's move on. Next game is Stoke and Fulham. That should be a good game, actually. I'm excited for that one. Fulham definitely got the better out of Stoke. I remember this game, but I think Stoke were actually a bit unlucky, actually, in some areas, but it was a very comfortable victory for Fulham. I think they won 3-0, if I remember right. But I think Stoke might have missed a penalty. Yeah. It's weird now, and what I've noticed as well, I'm remembering a lot more of previous games than I was last year. You know, in 2021, and especially in the first season, if I were to refer previous games, I would not have a clue what happened. But this time, because I've actually paid attention, I can actually remember games that have happened this year very, very vividly. You made those comments when you were like 11 or 12. Oh, right. So you're like 13 and 14 now. Man, that is absolutely crazy. I feel almost weird that my videos were going out to audiences like that as well. Is it a penalty? No, that's not a penalty. Surely not. I think it is. So it looks like Fulham have got a penalty. Josh Tymon fouling Mitrovic. Wow. Very soft penalty, that. But it is given. Fulham have the chance to score in the 6th minute. And Mitrovic makes no mistake. He's the top goal scorer in the championship. And he will add to his tally in this game. Well, according to FIFA at least. What a start that is. 1-0 Fulham in the 6th minute. It's exactly what Stoke needed to avoid. Conceding an early goal. When you concede an early goal, especially to Fulham, it's always very dangerous. Is the video already up? The video's already up. I tell you what, when I don't have to process my videos through the video editor, it's so quick to upload. In fact, I'm going to quickly do the other one. So I've nearly finished one series, so that's episode 9. So I've got to do episode 10 now. I'm going to go to my download folder, find episode 10. That's number 8, number 9. This is going to be number 10 then. Yes. There's only 3 episodes left of this one. Oh, so Fulham score again. I didn't really see the build up to this one because I was looking at my second channel and posting stuff from there. It looks like it's Fabio Carvalho. He scored for Fulham in their midweek game. With FIFA's predictions. They do like Fabio Carvalho. Good strike, but no one marking him. That's very disappointing defending for Stoke City's part. But for Fulham, they are comfortable already. And it's only 16 minutes into this game. That is unbelievable. Right. I'm definitely quite close to actually already posting all the content for the second channel, actually. I've made some good progress. Just got to download the thumbnail, and then I'll look at comments. And then name it that. Right. Let's go back to you guys. Mitro's on fire. Yes, it's absolutely incredible the sort of form that Mitrovic is doing this season. He could beat Ivan Toney's record. You know, we were really praising Ivan Toney for how good he was and how he's been one of the best strikers we've ever seen. Mitrovic, by straight comparison, bloody hell. But we've seen how much Toney has struggled to adapt. I mean, I say struggle. I think it's a bit harsh for me to say that because he has had some good moments with Brentford. He's just obviously not had the same, you know, levels of success, if that makes sense. But it's important to contribute, and I think what Toney contributes is still just as much as he did previously. It just means he's not contributed as much when it goes to goals, you know, and obviously Brentford could be helped out if they, you know, if he does score more goals, but naturally it's difficult. The hardest thing in football is to score a goal, and Toney will know that, you know, he can definitely strive for a little bit better, and I think generally, I think Toney's enough of a professional that he can do that. Right, I've already made it to the 12th of February in terms of daily content. It's scary how much content I can actually put into this second channel. And, I put March by accident. Right, I've got to change that actually. That's the sort of things you've got to be checking. The amount of Fulham have scored is insane. I'm sure they're breaking records. They really are breaking records. And maybe not the points record. I think Reading's still going to hold on to the points record. But I tell you what, when it comes to goal records, they'll be up there. Yeah, they'll definitely be remembered. But the problem with Fulham is that all of that work will be undone if they get relegated from the Premier League. They've just been a yo-yo club between... Oh, that would have gone in as well. It's a good save in the end by Davies. Right, this video is taking a little bit longer to process. I need to actually check. How many goals have they scored in total? They scored at least 50 odd. Ivan Toney has scored 5 a season. I think next season he'll be better at Brentford style. Yeah, I can see that. I think what Toney needs is a good year just to know, you know, because basically, you know, it's his first real proper season of being the out-and-out striker. You know, he's been in the Premier League before, but not as the one that people are going to look at. Blue Terrier's still coming in with the rumours. He's now saying Nigel Atkins to go to Reading. That's interesting. Obviously, he was relieved of his duties quite recently as Charlton boss. That one I might not be too surprised if that does happen, but I don't see it being the right option. Oh, they scored 61. Well, obviously they had 50 odd, but because they scored 6 last weekend, they've now hit the 60s. And it's just over halfway through the season. It's ridiculous the amount of goals they're scoring. I mean, when you score up to 7 goals in 2 games, it goes to show how strong Fulham are. You know, that's 13 goals in 2 games. You know, you don't see that often, which is amazing. Charlie seems to think the FIFA predictions is tomorrow. I've just looked at the chat. I'll just get him there. Right. Okay, so 2-0 Fulham. Still looking very comfortable. I just need to check if the video is processed. Right, it's nearly processed now. Right, so that's doing very, very well, actually. I need to post more stuff. Is it another penalty? Is it another penalty? Are we serious? Are we really talking about another penalty? Oh, no, that's worse. That is even worse than the first one. Completely accidental. Mitrovic up again. Goal. I mean, what do you expect? 3-0 to Fulham. And this could get embarrassing for Stoke very quickly. That one was definitely not. If the first one was a penalty, then this one's not. I'm sorry. This one was worse. The contact made no sense there. There's 2 Mitrovic penalties. Alexander Mitrovic or Penix, Mitropen or something. How could you put pen into Mitrovic? You can't really, actually. Alexander Penn, maybe Mitrovic. I don't know. You can't really fit Penn into Mitrovic's name. I mean, he was a penalty hog in this game. We'll see if that happens in real life, though. If we're getting penalties awarded like that for real life, then I really don't have much hope for football. The very little of hope that I've got with it now, to be honest. I've not got too many episodes left of this episode. Yeah, right. Petrovic. Yeah, that might be the best way we can put it. That's probably the only time we... Well, yeah, that's pretty much as close as we can. It's still not great. Yeah, Petrovic. That's what we're going to have to do. This is why we have a chat. To pop by for any contributions. So yeah, less videos on my channel now. But we're still 905 subscribers. So thank you guys for the support. I tell you what, if we get to 910, this will be absolutely amazing if we do get there. Yeah, I'll go with that. Muniz is on for Mitrovic. Mitrovic does not get his hat trick. Corner comes in, headed away. I tell you what, don't need to defend this. They don't want to be conceding 4. This is going to be a late stream. Because I think we've still got 4 games after this as well. I will be tempted to do a second part, but I've done so much of this weekend already. There's no point. In the meantime, I could start still uploading content for the short. I keep calling it the shorts. The gaming channel. So the next episode of the series needs to be uploaded now. It's close to the end actually. I've nearly finished uploading all of that actually. So that's episode 10. So that's 11. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've just completely missed a goal entirely. Wow. Is there 4-0 up for them? Bit worried about for defending in that goal. Oh yeah, this one was a shorter episode. No defending there. It's a good strike, but no defending seen whatsoever. It's Onuma with the goal. Looks nothing like Onuma, but we'll say it's Onuma. 4-0 to Fulham. I just literally, as I said, Stoke don't want to be conceding 4. They concede 4. What football team do you like? I am 30 subs away. I would like to hit 100. You know what? I think you can get there before Feb easily. I think so. Well, I say easily. I think... Oh, there's 3 games left. Oh, clearly I can't count. Thanks, James Macy. Well, I can actually look for myself. So, we are including... No, you're right. Yeah, Swansea, Preston, West Brom, Peterborough, Blackburn, Middlesbrough. Yep. Well, you're right. I can't count clearly. 4-0. I must have missed that. Yeah, that's literally... You know what? In my head, whilst I was saying, okay, there's a 4th goal, it felt very Chris Kamara-like when I reported that. Alright, it's not good. That's a foul, isn't it? Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, they got a free kick. No cards given there, apparently. Oh, that's a good header. And it's a 5th goal for Fulham. I've not missed this goal. And I think, yeah, it's Bobby Reed. Literally, the first touch he has had on the pitch is a goal. Literally just been substituted on. First touch of a game is a goal. What a header that was. And you've got to say, it's a bit embarrassing for Stoke now. 5-0 at home. Have I watched the AFCON yet? I've only been able to watch a couple of games. It's just, the timing's a bit weird for me. And obviously, I've been trying to do work for university and doing this as well, you know. Has prevented me enjoying it, but the stuff I have seen has been relatively good. They've got real passion and commitment in this tournament, which I really like. Controversy, yes, plenty, and I don't think I need to explain, the controversy that they've had. It's been everywhere, but naturally, it's a tournament which I think does get, have people, turns people's noses, I would say, but I do say that's a bit unfair. You wipe the rain out of your eyes. Yes, clearly. I think I was obstructed by the rain in my eyes. So yeah, that's why I didn't see that goal. That's a realistic scoreline to be. I mean, yes, so far the way they're scoring their goals, it might not be too far away. Right, next is Swansea Preston. Right, so we have a high scoring game like that, and then we've got Swansea and Preston, where for me, I don't think it will be as interesting. Although, was this yeah, this was 3-1 Preston, I remember. In fact, I remember this game week. I didn't watch it. I went out. What did I do in that game week? I went out. I remember walking to town where I got a notification that Preston just scored 2 goals within like 5 minutes. I can't remember what I did in that day. Maybe I walked to No, what did I do on a Saturday? I must have been meeting friends, playing pool maybe. That's probably what I was doing on that Saturday. Yeah, can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone Saturday in a random September. Right, I've got the title done. In fact, what I need to do now is the thumbnail for this, and then that's pretty much done. Because it's a short, well, I thought it was a shorter video, but clearly it's not. Okay, a chance for Patterson. He tries to weave her in, but it's good defending, actually. Obstructs his body in the right way. Here's Daniel Johnson. Good play in the midfield. And in fact, FIFA got Preston to get a good result in their midweek game against Sheffield United. Can they get a good result in this one? That's the question. They beat Sheffield United 2-0 according to their midweek predictions. So we'll see if they can have a similar game with similar fortunes. No, I did not mean to do that. Hang on. I've really had a lot of fun in this stream. You know, I might not have been as chatty as I am, but that's probably because of my concentration mode in terms of doing stuff for you guys. But naturally, I want to be using my time, you know, positively to, you know, give you guys some good stuff. And this stuff is going to keep you guys entertained, fingers crossed, for a good month, maybe even a month and a half even. So that's the plan I'm going for. There we go, that's the thumbnail done. God, I remember putting that face as well. Feeling a little bit cringe doing that, but yeah. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, you've got to wait till the 13th of February to see this thumbnail. It's quite a picture. And as I'm talking about that, Matt Grimes, for a guy who's made the most passes in the EFL, has just scored for Swansea. I can't tell you what the goal was about, but I just saw him running after he's just scored what looks to be a nice worked goal. Oh, just inside the D. What a strike. That's a good goal. That is a really good goal. Brilliant technique. Everton can't get anywhere near that. I beg to differ then. Preston might not get a good result because Swansea have taken the lead. 1-0 to Swansea. Okay, save those changes there. Schedule that. The right month this time. And the right time. There we go. Can I tell you guys, the amount of content you guys are going to be getting on the second channel is insane. Charlie Brown, welcome to the stream. Sorry I've not been responding. I've just been occupied doing other thing. I'm very late because my noties are terrible. Oh, don't worry about it. Not as chatty as I'm not here. Coincidence? Well, no, it's not necessarily that. It's just, you know, we've been a little bit on and off. Obviously, I've had everyone congratulating the 900 subscribers. We've done that. I've talked about what's going on with the channel. So you may notice that there's not many videos on my channel now. I've got rid of a couple of my videos. Brilliant goal again. Look at this. Swansea are ripping Preston apart. I've got rid of a couple of videos, and also the gaming videos are going to go onto the second channel. And from today onwards, I don't know how long it will last. Maybe near the end of February, you're going to get daily content on that channel, and it'll be re-uploads from streams and videos of all the games I've played on the main channel. So the GeoGuessers, the Fall Guys, the career modes, all the career modes I've done, they'll all be on the second channel, and they'll be appearing daily. So you guys will get some engaging content on the go for the next month and a half. 95 subs left. Yes, I know, it's incredible. I want Blackpool and Preston. The blogs. Yeah, the blogs is on the channel. Is it on your channel? I need to check that actually. But Blackpool Preston's going to be Preston Blackpool's going to be feisty. The game's actually on Trevor Hemming's 100th birthday, which says a lot. Opinions on Blackburn doing well in the league. Another goal for Swansea. I tell you what, Preston aren't going to get back into this one. Matt Grimes again. He's been the main man in this game. He's got 2 goals for Swansea, and he's going to take Swansea to a much-needed win. They're 3-0 up. We're all shocked with how well Blackburn are doing. I don't think anyone predicted Blackburn to be anywhere near the top 6, let alone being 3rd place at the moment. I want Blackburn to do well. You may have seen my, what do you call it? My Tales video where I talked about, the rise and fall of Blackburn Rovers. It made me quite sad seeing, how mistreated they were when they were a really staple Premier League club to where they are now. So they are a team that I would love to see back in the Premier League. Jack Harrison was immense. Yes, I agree. The video of BENHD is happening. Well, it's happening if I get 1,000. We're 95 subs away from determining that. But what I will say is that it'll be so disappointing if Ben doesn't feel like he wants to do it after all of his time. So, that's something that I've got a bit on my subconscious. But you know what? I'm not going to think about that in the moment. Stoke won because of Dean Holden, said Harrison Joy. And he's saying Michael O'Neill is overrated. Interesting opinion by Harrison there. I would love to see Blackburn go up as well. We've seen these surprise performances from teams as well. Barnsley had that last year, but with Blackburn, the way they're going, they can really go for potentially automatics if they keep this consistency up. Stoke are another team actually who can be up there. I just worry about their injuries, but the amount of transfers they've made, it has saved their season. I think getting Jagielka in. They've got loads of others as well that I'm not even thought of, but they've got so many players in that it's now not made their squad look so bad, and that's a nice goal by Preston. Right, could we get maybe a late comeback from Preston? Emil Rees has scored for Preston again. He's the top goal scorer in the league so far, 3-1 at the moment. How was Cody Drameh on his Cardiff debut? I will be able to give you my full opinion when I see the full highlights. For what I've heard, I think he was okay. But I'm definitely going to be looking into it. Michael O'Neill should be sacked and replaced by Slavomir Jokanovic. At the moment, I think the best thing with Stoke, now's the time where you've got to have your eyes on them. I had a bit of sympathy with Stoke, and a lot of people saying, with the standards and the squad, we should always be up there. And yeah, of course, but you had Nick Powell and Harry Souttar and Thompson injured. 3 first-team players, and naturally it's going to be difficult to generate the same success. But now they've got Harwood Bellis, they've got Phil Jagielka. They've completely changed their back line. They're getting some players in, and some really good ones as well. I think Stoke will have a chance. It's just really down to consistency now. Don't watch Stoke anymore, as they were boring as they were in the Premier League. They were quite boring in the Premier League, but they are interesting about what they do in the Championship. Blackburn have the top 3 defences this season, insane midfield, and 2 of the best strikers in the league. Well, what I will say, I think they're clinical. They're clinical, basically, and that's important. They create many chances, and I think that's the main difference for Blackburn. Because they create chances and they're clinical, that's why they're up there. QPR will win the playoffs, says Harrison. I think that's not a bad shout. I think QPR are a big favourite to get promoted as well. That's what I really like about this year. There's a lot of teams that could go up. This is the last game, says Charlie. Not quite. I think we have one more game after this. We've actually got 2 games after this. So after Swansea Preston, we have West Brom Peterborough, and then we've got Blackburn and Middlesbrough on a Monday game. Of course, Scratchy has got an itchy head for some weird reason. Oh, now if Preston can score here, this will be a very interesting ending because 3-2 with 10 minutes to go could throw a good result. I mean, you've had to see my career modes, the amount of times I've salvaged results by getting late goals. You know, the game is never over until you hear the final whistle blow, which is something that I've learned from my career modes. Exeter is a good example of that, actually. Ooh, well defended there. I've been to Blackburn and Preston, the blogs on the channel. Yeah, the Lancashire derby is very, very fierce. Especially for how absent it was as well. It's not been around for nearly 10 years. So when you've got a derby that's not been around for a while, it's going to create that. And you know what could even be more exciting? If BENHD go down, we can have 3 really good Lancashire teams in the Championship. That'll make things very exciting. Only onwards and upwards for Leeds. If we can sort out the injury crisis, we can no doubt finish near 10th. I still think 15th is reasonable and realistic for Leeds. But the fact you're 9 points off, 9 points ahead of safety, I should say, you should be okay. It's just now trying to build on from this season, to be honest. Because you could still lose all your games and you could still be okay. But, I don't know. I mean, what I will say, you definitely need... I would say if you can get to maybe very few, like 30 odd points, I think you'll be okay. I mean, Leeds at the moment, they've got 22. I actually think 30 might be okay, to be honest. I don't see BENHD picking up more points. Newcastle, they just unreliable. And Norwich, I mean, it's just Norwich. They just don't belong in the Premier League. I've just seen you being streaming for 2 hours, 45 minutes. But yeah, you still got to try and exude this energy to as much as you can, yeah. BENHD versus Blackburn next season, that would be very exciting. Although it would be even crazier if Blackburn take BENHD's place. That would be incredible. Newcastle's critical for our season. Yes, I agree. I remember the first meet as well when it was a 1-1 draw. And it was so cagey, that whole game, actually. Right, next game... Well, the penultimate game is West Brom and Peterborough. God, West Brom, how can I explain their season right now? Their season is falling apart, to put it light to you. They are fallen down. I think they're 5th place now, West Brom. And I think they're joint on points now with Middlesbrough also. They could be honestly, in the next couple of weeks... They could fall out of the top 6 if results don't improve. They've really got to try and fix their season, West Brom. Your friend is a QPR season ticket holder. Well, it's good someone knows how to spend their money. Watching exciting football week in, week out. By the way, guys, for people that you do know, this Lummox has been there for quite a while in this stream. He actually made an entrance getting in. But he's been nice and asleep. Can I just move this remote, please? Thank you. Look at him. And by the way, for more updates on the Matt SB collab, because I did say 900 subs, I'll do a collab with him. I'll be recording the video sometime this week. It'll be late this week, though, because I've got university, so I'm not really going to have many free days until, in the upcoming futures or so. So that will be organised. That it will be done. I'm looking forward to seeing more Hijau and Lewis Bate. Lewis Bate especially, I want to see more of. Right, here comes Bartley there. I don't know why he's there. Oh, I tell you what. Johnson's made a really big save there. I remember when QPR won the Premier League, they had players like Angel Rangel and Charlie Austin. Yeah, I remember Charlie Austin getting into the Premier League, and Angel Rangel was one of the most memorable names. I remembered when he had his last couple of years in Cardiff, he had one really good game, and actually, it was against QPR, funnily enough. He scored a brace against QPR for Cardiff. I think it was a couple of years ago when he did that. Your Blackpool and Preston video got 540 views. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. I'll say that. If you can recognize some stuff that does well for your channel, keep doing more of those. Do more of those. That's definitely going to help the growth going forward. Another big save by Johnston. Peterborough being a better team here. West Brom have got to wake up. I don't know what's happened to them. They've really have been shot of so much confidence. Do you remember Tarat? How can anyone forget Adel Tarat? He's probably up there for one of the most incredible championship players. I even remember when my nana didn't know how to put on Premier League football or work Sky, and she'll just go on the default channels where they play championship stuff, and there was like a highlight compilation of Adel Tarat's goals and assists, and it, you know, I just knew that player was just destined to play in the Premier League, and I was even more excited to. Well, this was when I learned when teams get promoted and relegated from different leagues. I was very happy to learn that QPR got promoted from the Premier League in that season. That was the, if I'm talking about what season specifically, I'm talking about the 2010-2011 season. I mean, what other season? I think he was the only player, I believe, who had 20. I think it was 20 goals and 20 assists. I mean, he had a ridiculous number of assists in his position. He was incredible. I think he's in Portugal at the moment. Yeah, I think so too, but I can't remember who he's playing for. He was at Swansea. Are you talking about Angel Rangel or Tarat? I mean, Angel Rangel's been everywhere, to be honest. Right, I need to post my next one here. So I've done 11 episodes, and I've got to do the 12th episode here. So, Charlie, if you're a bit confused of what I'm doing here, I'm basically uploading daily content for the second channel. So I've just been doing that, you know, during the stream. So I probably shouldn't do that, but naturally, it's just the only way that I'm going to get stuff done, right? This is episode 12 here, and that's the penultimate episode of that series, actually. So, to reiterate, basically, you're going to get daily content from the second channel for a good month, which should be very exciting for you guys. And for you guys who've not seen my channel for a good number of years, this could be quite refreshing content for you. Oh, right. I remembered making this one, actually, and I was so gutted. Could give you a little bit of a clue for what video I'm looking at right now. This specific video I'm talking about is going to be released on February the 14th. Valentine's Day, actually. Right, so we're at 0-0 half time, but you've got to say, Peterborough, I think, have deserved a goal. They really have. Yeah, Rangel, yeah. I would have thought it was Rangel. Also, it'll be Kidderminster Harriers versus Halifax FA Cup video. Got 1.2k views. Yeah, didn't... that was the last... was that the first round proper? Or was that the round before we got, like, the proper... that may have been round 2, actually. I mean, obviously, you played Reading third round. Maybe Halifax was round 2. Yeah, because I think Halifax had a good result in the first round, yeah. 95 subs before we see Roberto Lexus. Yeah, in the football pitch, exactly. So you'll be seeing me in the football pitch. You'll see me talking to the king of the championship, BENHD. You'll see the gaming channel being full motion there. You'll see a Premier League prediction league as well. There's so many things that are being developed. So honestly, quicker you guys get to 1,000, the quicker you all these contents and stuff will be revealed. It's down to you guys, really. I will be uploading as much as I can, but obviously, you guys ultimately have to say. You drive the direction of this channel. God, I'm really excited. I'm excited to get the gaming channel going. I'm excited about the five-a-side video. There's so many things I'm excited. And I'm even more excited to actually speak to potentially BENHD in person, rather than sending him a couple of text messages on the Patreon. You know, I'm still taken back to when I spoke to Benjamin Bloom face to face. He was so nice about it. How long is the football match, Alex? Well, it's a 90-minute match, but it's been made as a compilation for me already. So my editing, I don't need to do too much work, basically, is what I'm saying. The video's already out there. I just need to grab it for myself. I'm going to make some changes, and I'm going to actually add some commentary over it, because the one thing it's missing is some commentary, which I can do over it. And in terms of graphics, Callum's already done that for me. Who reffed it? We didn't have a referee. And that was actually one of the biggest talking points from after the game, because there were some decisions that were very controversial. We did have obviously an older member of staff that, watched over the game, and ultimately he had the say. But we didn't have an official referee, because it's not like a serious league game, like a Sunday league game. It was actually like a kick around with 5 schoolmates versus another 5 schoolmates. It's literally all it was. But the pressure it was put under, it felt like it was a Sunday league game. If I see any dodgy, yeah, well, you definitely would have been eager-eyed if you saw some dodgy refereeing there. But yeah, that's how it's going to be. But there's still so much good stuff there. The whole of the match, unfortunately, wasn't shown because ultimately Paul recorded it. And obviously his camera wasn't working for the whole thing. But the video that's out there, because I have seen it, the footage. We've got about 16 minutes of good footage, which I think is good enough. And in fact, I don't even really need to show all 16 minutes, to be honest. So obviously I'll try and get that sorted, and I'll be ready to post it, when we get 1,000 subscribers. I'll be very excited to see how all of you guys react. It could be a hit or it could be a real miss on my channel though, so I don't know. It's something that I think it's worth posting, as a risk. Peterborough just bombing forward here. Looks like this one might be a 0-0 draw. We've not had many 0-0 draws. We've had one 0-0 draw, which was one of the midweek games. Hang on, guys. I'm just multitasking right now. I'm literally editing a thumbnail as I'm watching the last few minutes of this game. Last minute's done, and it's 0-0 full time. I tell you what, I think Peterborough will be the most disappointed, because they were the team that came the closest to scoring. It's another poor performance, and I've got to say, West Brom, with teams literally looking down, they're literally looking down at a couple of those teams right now. West Brom have got to be very careful. They really got to. If they fall out of the top 6 with that squad, I'm sorry, but it's a failure of the season. They really should be at least top 3, if not top 2, with that squad. It's ridiculous if they cannot, finish any higher with that squad. Right, gotta add an end screen there. And then after I do that, it'll be the final game. So basically, I'm just posting Valentine's Day's video onto the short. I keep calling it the shorts, the gaming channel now. And then after this game, we only have one more game left to simulate, so we're nearly done. Have I really been nearly streaming for I've been streaming for 3 hours. What? Oh, but me and Matt. Oh, you know what? That would be incredible. Do you know who would be amazing as well? I think Benjamin Bloom would be amazing if he said yes to it. But wow. What was I going to say? Right, yeah, no, final game. Final game is Blackburn and Middlesbrough. I'll definitely be referencing leaving your bars outside the door, especially as I'll be commentating on my own performance. Hang on, there we go. That would be hilarious. I give you that. You know what? And it's amazing, because I actually think the response that Matt got from the video I did with him was actually a lot better than I think he may have thought, and a lot better than what I thought, obviously, as well. which I think is why he's you know, a lot more open to get me involved with his stuff now. Because in terms of views and stuff, you know, some of these videos don't normally do as well as they have done, but they really, you know, it really did well. I don't think it got 100 likes, but I think it exceeded 1,500 views, which is really, really good for its stuff. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised how well it was, and in general, we got some really positive feedback as well. I loved how Matt was roaring you onto victory with Colchester. Well, yeah, but I think he may have been taken back to when he had his Coventry career mode. I definitely would recommend you guys seeing it if you've not seen Matt do his career mode. He had a FIFA 21 career mode, and it went better for my one, I'll tell you that. But God, I really, seeing that makes me want to really do season 2. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for it, and I don't know where I'm going to put it. Because I'm moving all the gaming stuff to the second channel, I don't know whether to do the career mode on Twitch and maybe post a VOD on this second channel, or to still do it on the first channel, then maybe do all the Colchester career mode stuff later. I don't know. I've still not decided what I'm going to do with that. But I'm still waiting to finish posting all of my gaming stuff to the channel, which I am nearly done. I've nearly done every video, actually. And it, you know, it just makes my video to subscriber ratio look a little bit better as well. So I started off with 567 videos. I've now got 426. That is how much I've cleaned up my channel. Maybe sounds a bit intense, but in general, when I saw things that just weren't doing well and things that didn't need to be there, they were just gone like that. There was some stuff, you know, that was just random, but I actually did quite well, so I just kept that anyway. Why don't we add a storyline and say Colchester went into administration? Well, I don't really want to be responsible for that. I mean, I tell you what, if I had time, I would be doing football tales, and I really want to do one on Derby based on their situation at the moment. Oh, good save. Therefore, in the future, we could swap Colchester for Wrexham. I tell you what, Wrexham would be a good career mode, but the fact of the matter is, Masterbucks has already got a really, really good career mode on that. He's had about 7 seasons. If I were to try and do what he's doing, it will just be blatant, you know, copying, really, to be honest. So I'll probably enjoy it in my own time, but in terms of streaming it, I think I'm going to stick with Colchester, because I don't really see anyone else doing a Colchester career mode. You know, there's not really many people, you know, investing their lives into Colchester like I do. And being from Essex, I've got to, you know, they're the only Essex team left in the EFL. I remember when he had a good couple in the EFL, but obviously Southend got relegated last year and were absolutely atrocious. And Colchester have not been much better, and have only got a 3-point gap from Scunthorpe. So I'm not too comfortable with their situation at the moment. The only saving grace is that we've got games in hand. But our loss to Barrow told me that this team is going to be in the mix, because Barrow had a really poor run of form leading up to this game, and they were only 1 point ahead of Colchester, and now they won 2-0, very comfortable victory as well. So I am very worried about the future of Colchester. Nyambe shouldn't be playing. He did get a red card, although I do think the red card decision for him was really harsh, and definitely could be something that could be rescinded. Right, that's half time, and it's 0-0 at the moment between Blackburn and Middlesbrough for the final game. But what I'm going to do, guys, just to reiterate, sometime this week, maybe even tomorrow if I remember, I'm going to post you guys some questions that you would like to ask Matt SB. Because it's going to be, the video I'm going to do with him is going to be very similar to the one I did with Benjamin Bloom. Do you mean Billericay, Charlie? Billericay Town is actually where one of my friends actually works. Not as a footballer, but he actually is a volunteer, like a helpful member of staff. I've been to their ground before. Actually, to be fair, as like a Stage 6 club, they've got a really, really good warm relationship in terms of their fans and their owner. They've got a really good commitment Obviously, Jamie O'Hara, I think, spent his time there, but I don't think he's associated. I'm not too sure if he's associated with them anymore. But Billericay, unfortunately, this season they've struggled. They are bottom of the National League South. And I remember Chelmsford had to play against them quite recently, but I think it got postponed. It's Billericay Town near me. So I live in Chelmsford, and in terms of a drive to Billericay, it would take me about 15 to 20 minutes. Braintree would take me about 20. Southend would take me about 35, maybe 40 minutes. Colchester, same, could take me about 30, 45 minutes. Malden would take me about 25 to 30 minutes. There's so many teams in Essex that people do ask me about. Malden and Tiptree being one of them. But it's very interesting how they're all joined together. Chelmsford is considered to be the capital city, or not the capital city, the capital of Essex. So I do have great pride that we probably sat in the nice part of Essex, but there are some areas that are not nice. I mean, Basildon being one, they are around 20 minutes as well. There are some really, really rough areas in Essex. I'll tell you the truth. It's not all nice and pretty like it is in Chelmsford. It's really not. You know, there are some dark sides there. And I would say Billericay is guilty of that, but especially Basildon and maybe even Malden. Chelmsford versus hashtag. Well, hashtag, I think, only need to make, including the division they're in right now, they've got to get promoted from that one. Then they got to get promoted from the next one, and I think then they'll be in the National League South. So they've got they need 2 more promotions to get to Chelmsford, and that's assuming Chelmsford don't get promoted or relegated. If Chelmsford get relegated, then there'll only be 1 league above hashtag. That is so scary to think about that. If Chelmsford do host hashtag, I definitely got to somehow make this game, and I'm probably gonna have to cancel my Saturday's work. It'll just be worth it, especially if there was like an FA Cup thing. You know, that could be very well documented. 83rd minute, still 0-0, which is disappointing. Thank you guys for liking the stream, by the way. We're on 21 likes. Thank you guys, that's amazing. If we can get to 25, that'd be absolutely incredible though. If you've not hit the like button, guys, please do hit the like button. It does tremendously help. Ooh, that's a bit close. Please also hit the red subscribe button if you've not done so. It does really help the growth and the future of this channel. We're only 95 away from 1,000, and that will really help the future of this channel. It will definitely increase the chances of this channel being a bit more long term. You know, unfortunately, things do come to an end someday, but this will definitely keep the channel going. So if you can hit the subscribe button, please do so. It does tremendously help. Huntington says still live. Well, it is about to end now because we're on our final game, 90th minute. I think Middlesbrough is going to kick the ball away. Yes, nice and comfortable. And that's a full-time whistle. So we had to do 16 games today. What are you doing? We had to do 16 games today. We had some... oh, God, he's only going... Oh, it's your best friend, surely. Right. I think I have to wrap it up for today's stream. Well, we've been streaming for quite some time. We're definitely going to have to end it here, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for supporting the stream as always. Please do give the stream a like if you've not done so. It does tremendously help. Please also hit the subscribe button if you've not done so. It does really help the stream too. And please share the stream and this channel to as many people as you can. All of that really, really help as well. And now we'll have to wrap it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow in my review video tomorrow. Maybe I might do a stream. I don't know. I'm still thinking when I'm going to do the season 2 of Colchester, but we'll find out. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw any of this video. And as always, I'll see you guys very later. And Gatsby will say goodbye to you soon. Are you saying goodbye? You are saying goodbye. Goodbye. See you guys. I'll see you later.